Some they call it functional alcoholism, but if you know anything about Ben, he's got vision with precision, microphones and a tinkle of derision. You're about to hear what beer can be. It's time for Barley and me.
Welcome to Barley and Me. I'm your host, Ben Rice. We're here for our Saison's Greetings Winter episode. With me, the regulars here for our year-end wrap-up. With me are Becky, Lynn.
Hello.
Emma Haney.
Hey.
And Steve Furey.
Well, yeah. I can't stop watching Monsters University right now.
Dude, it's so good.
big
It's going to be
beautiful.
distracting.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, so we're doing Saison's Greetings. We always do like a themed thing, except for last year because the schedule sucked. But Saison, a classic French-style ale, also known as a farmhouse, kind of a rustic, easy-drinking, effervescent beer. Like you said, Stephen, a little bit sweet and a little bit grassy or farmy as far as that goes. It used to be known to be a low-alcohol beer, but Americans are like, nah. So
Bitch up.
we are starting off with Santier's Rustic Ales, amongst friends, a 7.6% Saison.
Do we cheers or?
We got to cheers.
Oh, I already pounded mine.
Mine's gone.
Cheers, everyone.
I boofed it.
Yeah.
Cheers, all boofed it.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Saison's greetings.
Yes.
It's like a cider.
It tastes
Ooh,
like a sour to me.
it does.
Yeah, they probably did something weird with it. I can read the label.
It pairs good with a Ricola.
We're all
Get that
the world is
ASMR.
getting over.
So, yeah. Well,
Oh yeah, so this is fooder aged, so wood barrels the whole way, and with tart cherries added.
Oh,
Cherries
tart
came
cherries.
through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cherries
Yeah,
came
the
through real
cherries
hard,
did
and the
come
color
through.
and
Yeah.
everything.
It reminds
Yeah.
me of like consecration a little bit.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's good. Not bad.
So we're ranking them too, right?
of course, we're gonna rank it at the end.
Oh,
What?
The bottles will be here.
I haven't done this in a while. That's all.
None of us have done it in a while. You're fine.
We didn't do it last year?
We didn't do it last
no, I
year.
had COVID.
Yeah, she had
Oh,
COVID.
yeah.
And a
Steven
baby.
was- yeah,
Oh, yeah.
a new baby.
She's
Steve- I
here.
think Stephen was. He's like, I don't have
I
time
mean,
anyway.
Remy
so-
could have taken your place.
Totally.
Yeah,
Except, could she hold her head up by then?
She couldn't. Yeah.
I think she could. It was a month and a half. She was probably like, "Yep."
I don't know. She
ready to
definitely
go.
couldn't hold her liquor.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
Now she can, though. It took
Yeah.
1 year.
Let me
Puts
tell
them
you.
back.
Yeah, next year we'll be like, I think she can do a whole episode.
I
This
think
time.
she can
she
host
could.
it next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this year she's probably gonna have to go down a little bit early because she's gonna be tipsy. So I guess we could just. I don't care who starts. How's your year been? What all your goals come true or anything you didn't accomplish? All that stuff.
Go, Becky.
Oh, you go ahead.
No, you go.
All right. Things have been fine over here. We have this baby. We still have our house, which is cool. You know.
We still have our house.
Yeah, we're ahead on payments. Look at us.
Well, that's a fun one.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you get ahead on
You
payments?
gotta pay
It's
extra.
double
You
paid.
got it.
Dang.
I don't double pay. I'm not made of money.
He pays and a half or something.
No, I pay half every 2 weeks. So that way, like every couple months, there's like an extra payment in there.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
wow.
Yeah, and I pay like I round up on the half. So I'm like it's like 11.30 something. So I just be 12.
Oh, nice.
1200.
You can only pay $11.30 for this place?
No, that's for every.
Oh, I
2
was going to say
Oh.
that's
No,
cheaper than my rent.
No. That's every 2
I
weeks.
was like, how do I kill you
It's,
all? Keep the baby and get
It's like
yourselves.
it's like $23.80 or something
Oh,
like that.
that's about what I pay for mine.
Yeah, so I pay half that, but then go to 1,200, and then it
Nice.
just slowly pays down the interest a little bit quicker.
I thought we were talking about how my year was going.
I know, but then we went over to the
Well,
question
isn't
about having a
isn't it
house.
your guys' year?
No,
I don't like that face, and the viewers
not
can't see
Gemini's.
it.
Describe
So
it.
know that it looks
Describe
like
my
someone's
face.
gonna shank me.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're about to fart.
We're about to fart. We can't tell.
Um,
Both
Figs.
aggressive.
Both aggressive. Has everyone an aggressive fart face?
I'm closer to paying my car off. I think
Nice.
that's
That's
really
cool.
big for me.
That's it. No comedy milestones.
she
I
had
got
a bunch
past
of
a Laps Unlimited,
Oh yeah.
Nice.
so that was cool. And then that's mostly it.
them. No, you got
Cool.
past other places.
Well, unofficially, so I'm not
Okay,
really going to
fine,
talk about
fine.
it.
Okay, no jinxing.
But other than that, things have been good. Tavi and I recorded. That was fun.
Mm.
And our kid turned 1, so we made it a year.
Yeah.
Good.
She survived.
She's
She's
survived.
got teeth. She's walking.
The
Yep,
cutest
running.
baby I've ever seen.
She is quite cute.
And
yeah.
that's even including my nieces. I know.
We're talking about
And
you, baby.
the important thing,
Yeah.
she stopped biting.
Oh, she was a biter.
She was briefly
Yeah.
a biter.
Just you guys, or
I
other-
didn't
or
like
other
to say that she was a
children?
biter. I like to just describe her as
Shit.
She's not a biter. She just
just
bites.
someone that bites sometimes. But
There's a kinker. And a mocker.
Yeah, we kind of got a baby
bully?
bully
Yeah,
here.
she's a bully.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know where she got that from.
By the end of this episode, she's gonna understand what it feels like to be mocked.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna look her in the eyes.
I promise you won't.
I won't. She'll make me cry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
But it's your turn. You can
Oh
say
yeah, yeah. I think this year was really good. We did a lot of cool stuff. Podcast went on pretty much a hiatus for several months because I made a bad recording and I haven't recovered. But comedy went well. I think we kind of learned how to balance that out after months of not learning how to balance that out.
Yeah.
Shows are doing okay. That's not true. Shows are doing really bad everywhere all the time. I don't know
Really?
those experiences. Well, people started going, oh, I need to preserve money because the economy is terrible. And I think they just kind of stopped going out in general because I talked to a lot of bookers who are like, yeah, my shows just went in the tank 5 months ago.
Really?
So I'm just
In LA, they're crazy right now.
yeah,
Yeah, you can do anything. Everywhere, they're all good.
That's cool.
must be nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
Must be nice. Up in NorCal.
I forgot my exciting thing. I got to be in a commercial.
Oh,
yeah, I saw that. You and
Back
Chris-
to Becky, I
You and
guess.
Ferris.
Oh yeah, he was in it too.
Who was in it? Who was in it?
Steve Ferris.
Dang.
It's
He was?
Yeah.
It's mainly a commercial from what I've seen that comes on during Kings games.
Yeah, that's all it
in the
is.
arena.
Oh, in the arena.
Because I
no, that's true. It
Way
is.
to, way to
'Cause I have-
kick Becky
It's
back
online.
down.
It's like
Yeah, it's online.
on
the
YouTube.
online one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Are you talking about the airline one? Oh, I thought you were talking about the other thing you
No,
did.
that was not a commercial.
Oh, but that was
like
fun.
That was a movie, and it was a
I-
home
that's why I
movie
was
that got
like-
out. And we weren't supposed to talk about that. And she shouldn't have leaked it.
Shouldn't have leaked it.
No,
Little,
that thing was
little
also
premature.
a lot
Becky.
of fun. That was like
That looked
the
really
anti-commercial.
fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
was
because I
cool
was
to,
like,
be on a
Steve
set for
Ferris
the
was
first
in
time.
that.
No.
Strange.
No, that was just me and
We
Chad
love
Opitz
Steve
as a
Ferris.
couple, and then a bunch of other.
I remember that
Couples.
when I saw that. I'm like, he's got overalls and no shirt. Classic Chad. Fucking classic Chad. I thought that was. I forgot about the other one. Good for you, Becky. Look at you go.
I guess
I guess.
it was nice. It
Yeah.
paid for diapers for
Yeah.
I don't know a month.
Did they pay for you to stay down there?
No. I broke even on that. Barely.
Yeah.
Maybe went in the red. Not as much as I would have liked.
But you still, it was good.
Yeah.
That's like, it reminds me of when I used to do those Tribble runs. I'm like, how do I owe $700 after every run?
I think it was like it was art. I was awkward having that moment of sitting in an extended stay America working my day job from home at a desk with chipped varnish.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is
the life.
This is the
Oh,
life.
shit.
I missed Remy's first steps. It was pretty rough.
But I did film them.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so you saw him second hand.
Yeah, I think that's what you want. You can't all be there for everything.
Yeah.
So I noticed that she was trying to take off from the same spot over and over again. So I was like, maybe if I just call to her, she'll do it.
Yeah.
I turned my camera on and she did it. So caught him.
Nice.
What about you, Steve?
Mine was pretty good in the sense that the year before, I try to always put one year against the other year, especially when stand-up is your only job. You have to keep moving forward. So in the sense of this year was kind of a failure in that I didn't move forward or meet any of my goals. But the year before was so cool that just meeting it.
Hard to.
It was, that just being able to meet the last one was still pretty good. Just really transitioned into stand-up being my only job. So toured less with Bert last year. Probably will tour less with Bert next year. But then managed to have more, just make my own shit,
That's cool.
Especially in LA, people can complain that they're not getting what they think they deserve. They're not getting this. They're not getting that. And I'm like, all right, I'll just build 15 shows a month.
Oh, wow. Look at all that head.
And then use that to go.
Let
I've just
me
been doing
pour
that.
it. No, I'm just kidding.
Can't complain. I mean, can complain, but can't complain.
How long have
Yeah.
you been in LA now?
7 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
7
so
years.
nuts.
How long were you out there before it
3.
felt like you got your footing?
3.
3.
Because it's the hardest thing when you move to LA is not even the people are all pretty nice. But finding where you park cars, where you're gonna park your car, finding where you're gonna get a haircut. That took me
Yeah.
5 years to find a barber.
Finding a
Really?
barber is
Yeah.
impossible.
Yeah, I kept going to the Mexican dudes, and I looked like I was playing fucking soccer. I had, half my head shaved with a spike, and I was like, I can't look like this. And then finding where you eat, finding your one bar that you can go to enough times so that you start getting less charged. So that one, it took 3 years. And in those 3 years, I paid $22.60 in parking tickets.
Really? Oh fuck.
Hey.
That's
3 days I was there, and I got a
parking
I
ticket
was
every
so
day?
mad.
Yeah.
It was the last day. I was like
Really?
getting breakfast before I was going home, and I was like, "Fuck you, LA."
Yeah, an easy one's 64. Like
Yeah.
that's an easy one. You're just in the red. But if you do one where it's an anti-gridlock one, it's about $250.
Ooh.
And I used to have those all the time because I would party all night and then
just
not
leave
wake and be
it.
like, I'll wake
I'll
up.
early. I'll wake up early.
And
Never
then
works.
it's 5:30 p.m. and I'm like, "Ugh." It's like
Your alarm goes off. You're like, fuck you, alarm.
There's nothing
Hey.
worse than the panic of waking up
Yeah.
when you know
That you need to
had
move your car.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
I do that now in Midtown where I live.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Get a
every
pass.
week. Well, you don't have
Oh, 'cause they
passes
do
down there.
the
Yeah, so you have
street.
to rotate your car every day. And I'm
Yeah.
always like, which side is Monday? And it's like, fuck. I always forget.
Monday. What day is it too?
Yeah, you gotta also know
What
what
day is it too?
When Ben and I were still dating and I was living in Chico and I would
Yeah.
come out here, I had to set a timer every 2 hours. I would have to like come
Move
out
your
and
car?
move my car.
Oh my
It was
God.
so bad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't
Then she
down
moved in. I'm like,
there.
fine, I'll get a parking pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
which
can't
helped.
get one where I live.
yeah, that's awful.
So it's
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys snooze your alarms a lot?
I set 6 alarms every morning.
Okay.
So I have 3:45, 3:50. It's like I can't go past 4:10. So
Okay,
that's
so
how
you're
many
doing-
alarms.
Because the 9 minutes is too long.
Yeah.
All right. What about
I love too. The first one starts real low, like "Hello, you're here," and then with "Ball with the ball, the bang, the bang, the bang, the bang." New metal.
Dude, I saw a reel that was like Android phone alarms versus iPhone, and I never felt like so real because the Android ones are all like do 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 do, and then the the other ones are just like ha ha ha.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's so loud. I'm like, I don't, it's always so loud. But I like to turn mine off. And then I'm like, I'm a professional. I'm going to go back to sleep. I'm going to close my eyes and go back to sleep while I count to 100.
Yeah.
What is that thought process?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
and
You're
then
counting
100,
sheep.
I'm gonna, at 100, I'll wake back up. And then I'm just asleep.
Yeah.
And I don't have a second
Yeah.
alarm.
I snooze so much.
I snooze.
And I just like
fucking live by my
I also
snooze.
clock
And it's an
in
8
from
minutes,
bed, so-
like it's an 8-minute timer from the snooze. So then I have like
Oh,
my
yeah.
5th alarm going off, and then after
snooze.
that it's like my snooze is going off.
Yeah, it's the worst if you don't turn them off. Then you're in the shower. That
And then
happens
they're
to me. I'm in the
harmonizing.
shower, and then I'm like, what's happening?
And then they're all harmonizing. You're like, this is amazing, but also not.
Yeah.
I think that's nice to do by yourself, but if you have someone with you, I think it should be a rule that there's only one.
Yeah, I
Only
pissed
one
some
alarm or
people
only one
off with
snooze?
that.
You get one alarm.
I get one alarm.
Oh, okay.
Because then you're like double waking up the person next to you,
Yeah.
which is fucked up. Because I have hard trouble
So I do
sleeping.
it 16
I
times.
feel like we do that to each
someone.
other often.
Yeah, that's why I turn mine off. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna. This is already,
And
I'm like,
I don't.
it's
I give zero. But
well,
you
yours is
get
so
up.
quiet. Yours is so quiet. Mine's just like, "Mah!"
Yeah,
No matter what I'm like, if I turn my phone volume down, and
Yeah.
turn my alarm volume down. No.
Yeah.
Mine is chirping birds though.
Yeah,
So
mine's-
like when it gets
Oh,
louder, it's
mine's
just
like the straight up horn.
oh, I can't do
My
that.
girlfriend's is 9/11. You just hear a plane crash and people screaming.
and
9
then,
minutes later,
and then
another
conspiracies.
I'm like, is that George
Who
Bush
done
in the background?
it?
fire can't smell. Smell
Dude, that's
steel
crazy. You've
beams.
been in
You know?
LA 7 years.
Oh,
I know. How weird
nuts.
is
That
that?
feels
That's
like
nuts.
you've
It's
been
well,
locked
it
down
tracks
longer.
because we've been together for 7 years, and he moved to LA
This,
like right
years,
around.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
still,
we were never in the scene at the same time.
I'm
Yeah.
still looking for a replacement for you, for a friend in the comedy scene.
You got her.
You've got your baby now. You hear her?
One. What are you talking about? That's so fucking disrespectful. You know what? Whatever.
You had
I
her
just
for a
want
while,
some-
but she got retired.
I wanted
she just
some
hit a
mess.
snooze bar of a baby on your relationship. You gotta wait till I think it's 5 now.
I thought we had fun.
We did have fun.
know what?
We did. One
We had a
time
good
someone
run, Emma.
wait, what are we allowed to talk about?
whatever you want.
One
You
time me
say-
and Becky did a festival and someone kept bringing us a plate of cocaine next to a plate of quesadillas for us. And then I was like, we made it.
That's a great show to have.
Yeah,
Cocaine
but
and
then you
quesadillas.
still give me shit for being an asshole.
yeah, because you're like, where's the green salsa? And I'm like, he just gave you free cocaine.
Yeah,
and, a
and then green
quesadilla.
salsa.
And then
We
she's
got
like,
it. What's
"Yeah,
the
but I wasn't
problem?"
here for that." Wink. We're on the radio. we just had the quesadillas.
I'm kind of like a prissy little shit. I
You
know,
are
no,
when you
it's a-
drink. It gets weird.
But is it not better for your quality of life as
It
well?
is true because I benefit from it as well.
All right, let's do the Saison, my
Oh,
classic.
yeah. And we still have to
favorite
talk
beer.
about
This is
mine,
actually
my
Mr. Fury's favorite beer, so I
What
needed
is
to
it?
have
Is
it.
it your favorite beer like of all time? Or your favorite saison or what?
I went to your birthday
Oh, it's
party
a
and you had
a
like a
dupe.
million of these.
Yeah, I
Back when it
know.
was not just
Every-
available.
It was hard to get.
It was hard
yeah.
to get.
Most
back in
of the
day.
episodes you always like mention. Is this the?
Saison Dupont.
Yeah.
This is the one.
All right.
They're the Chinese restaurant. Fucking is it Lou's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have this on tap,
Really?
which is the only place in Northern California or Sacramento.
Oh
was.
shit!
Was there.
It's pretty
Oh,
good.
now they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're like readily available.
I'm gonna say this goes in front of the last one.
This is the saison.
Yeah,
this is
okay.
like this is what you if you're gonna have one. This
It's
is
not
the,
as sweet.
No,
Yeah.
the last one was not like a saison. I've
Yeah,
ever
they
tried
added
before.
like they added cherries and tart cherries to boot. Which
The
I'm
last
like,
one, like if it was like a blind test, I would never have assumed the last one was a saison at all.
Right.
I would have enjoyed it. But
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't taste like a saison. Yeah,
We didn't talk about my year.
we're getting there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll make our way around.
Emma, tell us about your year.
Oh
2022.
my God. I got a promotion at FedEx, which has been wild because I was a driver for like 13 years and now I'm an ops manager at a different station, which is weird, but it's cool. I like it. It's less physically demanding, and all my couriers gave me I sent Becky a picture today, a shit ton of alcohol for Christmas. They gave me like Patron, vodka, Kahlua, which I've never tried.
Just
I
put it
don't
in
really know.
coffee.
Yeah,
Is that
it's
what
good-
you do with
yeah.
it? I'm like, I don't know how to drink
Use it
this.
for it's good in espresso martinis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
White
do you want
Russians.
more?
Yeah, I'll take more.
White Russians, any kind of like morning cocktail.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was a weird as far as like comedy verse because I've done comedy and FedEx the same amount of time. And this is the first year I feel like I didn't do a lot of stand up. But I was the funniest person at my station,
Don't do that.
which felt
That's
good.
embarrassing,
Is it embarrassing?
Yeah,
Well, that's just the guy.
I'm
who
just
goes,
like every day
people
I'm-
say
I've
I
been
should
wanting
try
to do
stand-up. I'm the finest guy at my FedEx station.
But we have like hundreds of people there every day. Every
She does the morning
Are any of them
announcements.
professional comedians?
no, but
How
I
many speak English
But
in the first
I
language?
kill it in our morning pre-work meetings, and I'll always be like,
That's
"Do we have
fun.
any birthdays or anniversaries in the crowd?" That's what I do every morning.
He gives me a little glimmer of hope, and then I eat nachos.
What
and
do you
I
do
say,
for a
"Ah,
living,
this-
sir?
What do you do for a living, sir? So yeah, that was weird because I took like a back seat to doing shows, but every show I did, every set was like 20 to like 30 minutes, and I always did fine. So I'm like, I'm still doing okay. But it was weird. Professionally, like FedEx, very successful. Stand up kind of stayed. Didn't really advance anything.
Yeah.
But I make way more money now.
That's great.
So
When you live downtown, do you live near your work?
no, well, it's like 15 minutes away, as opposed to my old station was like 30.
Oh, dope.
And then I bought furniture. Becky was there for that when because my roommate moved out and he took all the furniture, so I was living like a divorced dad for a minute.
It's just like two like lawn chairs.
It was,
it was so awkward.
It was bad.
When I showed up at their house, we were just like, all of us were standing. Well, not everybody, but I would say a few of us were just standing watching Emma's dad build shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like so triggering of like me. I
Yeah.
felt like I was a kid and my
And
dad was building shit and just getting mad that nobody was helping.
And I just kept feeding people Coors Lights.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like it was like being in a trauma
But it
response
was so
for me.
nice afterwards because I'm like, oh, I have a couch. Now I have like
And
a
you had a
65
dope-ass
inch
kitchen
TV.
table.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It
I
was
really
great.
like your dad, dude. He's so
Yeah.
fun.
Your dad's the
Gary
best.
Haney is a fucking
He's
gem.
a good time.
Yeah, well, I'm hearing this story for the first time that he was alone building things. Like, where was I in this? Oh, I had a baby.
We were
That's
like, yeah,
right.
you had a
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
They kept asking, where's
they,
Ben?
They really did. It was almost insulting.
Well, I mean, I
Well, it's because
helped.
Ben helped me
Right, last
move.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But it
Or
was
2 times
it was
ago,
just
whatever
funny.
it was.
Because now, like that whole week, I didn't have like a couch or like a TV or anything. I was cutting Brussels sprouts with butter knives on my bare ass counter. Like it was hella
Just eating them
shitty.
off the stalk.
I'm like, this is good.
Oh, I did
That's
see
good
somebody got try out.
roughage.
They're cooking Brussels sprout stalks now.
Really?
Yeah.
And broccoli stalks. Have you seen the broccoli ones cut in half?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a
Like bone marrow kind
yeah,
of thing.
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really good though.
Yeah, I mean,
Really?
I think one time I made Brussels sprouts with the stalks because I read that you could cook them. I'm like, dope, gonna do it because the stock
Was it
Did it
was
work?
good?
It was fine. I still.
I think you're supposed to scoop it out like bone marrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kind of
Oh.
broil, you cut them in half,
Steam it,
steam
and
them
you
a
cut
little
'em in
bit,
half, you
cut 'em
steam
and then
'em.
broil them.
Oh.
What
you
the
season
fuck?
them and then
Yeah,
you put them in.
broil 'em.
Yeah.
I just
All right.
buy them in that like $5 bag of just the
Yeah, yeah.
sprouts.
Loose sprouts.
Yeah,
the
loose
shake.
sprouts. Yeah,
Shake
the
sprouts.
Oh my god! Remember that time that
These
we
are
like
cheaper.
something's wrong in our refrigerator?
Oh yeah, because okay, so you
They
know
go
that,
bad fast.
Well, no. Here's the thing: Brussels sprouts. You know how like there's a new wave of Brussels sprouts. Like we're all eating Brussels sprouts again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the generations before us, they would only boil them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody hated Brussels sprouts before because they smelled so bad.
Yeah.
They have been like
We fixed
bioengineered to not smell bad anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't know. Bioengineered like makes it sound
That
so
makes it-
technical.
yeah.
They've just been bred to like not stink.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, you'll get like a
stinky
batch
batch.
that's stinky. So I bought like a $5 bag of Brussels sprouts at Safeway, and I put them in the fridge. And then the next day, I was
Okay.
like, my fridge smells like shit.
Now
what is going on?
I feel better because I had just bought a bag and like I think it was like the next day I opened
Yeah.
my fridge and I'm like, Christ, something's gone awry.
Yeah, and it's not
and
even,
I threw
they're
the
not
whole
even
bag
rotten.
away.
They're just
well, because I looked at them
Brussies.
and I'm like, they look good, but these fucking stink.
So
and
the
I threw them
key
away.
for anybody at home that's like wondering,
Hot tip.
you put them in water. You store your Brussels sprouts in
Oh.
water, and then they're not going to smell.
I
as
do
bad.
that with asparagus.
And you can put them in water with baking soda because baking soda will also neutralize the smell. And if you keep your veggies in water, they're going to stay good longer anyways.
Oh shit.
But also,
I just threw the whole bag away.
oh yeah, I did too.
Yeah,
I
I
did
just
the
buy
same shit.
vegetables and then throw them away 2 days later.
Yeah.
There
I'm
was
like,
a
it's a
comment-
ritual.
Extra.
This is just my way.
I can't remember like who it was, but I was listening to a podcast like years ago, and there was a comic that said like was describing what was in their fridge, and it was just vegetables, and they were
Yeah.
like, "That's because I grocery shop for a version of myself that does not exist."
Ah!
It's so true. It's so funny to me.
That's funny.
But I eat a lot of we eat a lot of Brussies because I make them as
Did
unhealthy
you
as
wait?
possible.
Brussies?
Brussies.
Is that like glizzies for hot dogs?
I don't know
Which,
what that
by
is.
the way, I can't get into
No,
that.
I'm just kidding. I'm also on TikTok.
Are you? Okay. Some kid at my work called hot dogs glizzies. It was the first time I'd heard it, and I was like, "What is this?"
They're great.
You're getting old.
I just didn't know hot. Like I never thought I'd live to see the day where hot dogs
love it
needed
so
a
much.
nickname. I just didn't
I
know.
swear
I didn't
this
know
is
that's
something
what I
that
was
your
gonna
dad
be.
has said.
No, it was me.
No,
It
I
was
don't
me
mean
who
about
said it.
glizzies. I just mean in general. Like this is the next level.
Because
the
I was like,
evolution
he
of
said
aging.
it, and then I'm like, why, how was hot dog so hard?
It came
Why did
from
we have to go
Glizzy's being a
glizzy?
gun, and then people would say I kept them things on me, and they would pull out like hot dogs from their pants.
Oh, okay.
And then it went. Then now.
Well, at
they're
least
just
I know
Glizzies.
now why. Because
Dude, I
before I,
just
was
had-
just confused.
Dude, I just had the hot dog at Golden One. That
How was it?
was a pound hot dog,
Really?
1 pound?
bro. I had to carry the thing with 2 people, like a fucking
It looked like an old
like a
boom
stuffed
box.
pig. Yeah, like I'm gonna do the right thing. I had like Golden, like eat a hot dog. It was intense. It was good though.
Toppings.
They didn't have many toppings. Is the problem?
Really?
No, because of the COVID, they never had onions or jalapenos, which I'm a big jalapeno guy.
Wait, why? Because of COVID.
Leaving stuff out.
Oh,
I guess.
leaving shit out. Yeah,
And then they were like, well, I was like, well, can you just put them on? They're like, get the fuck out of my face, bro.
I don't like
I'm not
that.
doing more work.
Yeah,
But it's
no.
like a hot dog's all about the fixins.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't put anything on my hot dogs.
Yeah, Becky's
Really?
straight.
Dry.
Just a dry ass.
Yeah.
I'm not big on condiments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't keep ketchup around. That's for sure.
What?
We have like packets
Yeah.
somewhere. We're not.
For guests.
You're just like here.
We
we
go
throw
to the
'em on
basement, and he goes in and brings out an old sack.
don't like ketchup.
Don't
I don't
mind
like
me.
mustard. No mayo. We always have barbecue
What?
sauce. Always have
Yeah.
ranch.
I hate mayo so much.
Now
I
I'm
like
just
mayo.
picturing.
But I don't like a ton
I'm
of it, but I
picturing
like a
Ben
little
with a bindle of
Yeah.
just of like old packets.
You need some Tapatio.
It's like a party here. Steve, come on out here. Just opens his jacket. Hey, don't tell
Don't
Becky.
tell
Put a little
You
mustard on there.
want to do some ketchup shooters?
Well, I have like such a sensitive sense of taste and smell. Like I can taste when a sandwich has been cut with a knife that was cut that cut a sandwich with mustard on it.
What?
That's how sensitive my
I can't even process what you just said, and I think it's the saison. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about it.
Oh yeah, we should. This is the classic saison. This is the foundational saison. I think it's got an effervescence, like a little tingle on the tongue. It's straw colored the way it's supposed to be.
Whoops.
You're gonna get some sediment up in that bitch.
Yeah, it's very sedimenty. It's fruity. The bubbles feel small.
Yeah. That effervescent tingle.
Yeah,
It's really good.
it's got a very floral kind of thing going on. The bottle, if you buy it for a friend, it comes in a wine bottle, which always is kind of like a little.
Cage and cork.
Yeah,
I like
it's
the
very
color
fun.
scheme.
Yeah.
It looks like it would be a great T-shirt. Like if you put that logo
Yeah.
that
on,
would be a
on
great
a white
t-shirt.
Yeah.
That would be a great
great
t-shirt.
looking
Like
T-shirt.
this is
Yeah.
what like
It's got A's colors.
Yeah.
yeah. This is what like sport track racers wear.
Yeah, exactly. It's very it feels refreshing. I love it.
No, I love it. It's
No,
super-
that was really good. That's the first time we've had that
Yep.
in all this times.
Yeah, but I went to Fury's birthday years ago, and you had just
Oh
Like,
yeah.
That was
Amazing.
my graduation.
Oh,
was your
yeah,
graduation?
I remember
college
that.
graduation. Yeah.
Yeah.
25. What up, everybody? Graduated college. 25.
It's okay. I never went.
I dropped out.
Dropped out.
I'm going back in the spring.
None of
so.
us
Nice.
here are
you
graduates
really?
besides you.
Hey, I did it.
What happened?
Oh, I'm just saying he's the only graduate at the table.
Yeah, you
Took me a
are.
while.
High school graduate. Pew pew.
Oh, look at you bragging.
I played. Well, I did like summer college because I played water polo for.
Well, that's ITT Tech.
Yeah,
You went to
yeah.
ITT Tech. You
Can't
played
take
water
those credits
polo at
anywhere.
ITT Tech.
Can't take those credits anywhere. Turned out they were bullshit.
Yeah, they weren't technical or.
I went to Microsoft and I was like, "Hello." I took
Hello.
classes and they were like, "No,
Please leave the premises.
please leave the premises." Oh shit! What else is new? I feel like I haven't talked to either of you guys in a really long time. Well, we randomly text
Yeah.
every 6 months.
Yeah, a little some story action.
You're all like, "What's up with this comic and what he's saying?"
Oh yeah.
Who's this person?
There's always a
always
lot of
good.
weird tea that pops off.
There's
Oh, yeah.
so much weird and shit I like. I
No.
don't even care about, which is fun.
You said no.
No, don't do the T.
Why
Oh,
not?
don't
I don't know.
Let's spill
I don't-
tea. I don't give a fuck.
All right, fine.
Oh, whoops!
What happened?
Hey, you guys in
I brewed tea
Alfonso
just
are the
for
only
this.
roads I have back to the scene anymore.
Yeah,
There's not really
Yeah.
the roads back are just back to the
back.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
He
all my
goes-
roads.
Because I
he
feel
goes
like
out more.
He does.
Yeah,
Because I saw him at the Golden Bear mic a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, I heard
Wow.
Golden Bear's popping now again.
It is.
Yeah,
It
It's a
used to
good
be when I left. It used to be really cool when I was here and in high school, and then it got weird.
it got weird when I
Crunchy,
got
kind of.
86 there. That's when it got weird for
Oh, the
me.
time you reached over. No, not
No,
you.
that was not
you.
me.
Somebody you were with reached over and grabbed a bottle of liquor from behind
and
the
I just
bar.
stood there like this, and then they were like, "You can't come back." And then I had to go back in to pay the tab, and they were like, "What you did was really fucked up." And I was like, "I didn't do that."
But you didn't stop it either.
No, because I was like, "The
fuck is she supposed to do?"
Yeah.
I don't know.
See?
Fuck no.
And then I went back. I think I didn't go back for a year, and then I went back like this, like they're gonna fucking. And it was
It was
none
like
of
not
the,
even any
not
of the
even
same
the same
people because
crew.
nobody stayed- yeah.
Yeah.
But we've gone there for brunch a few times.
Yeah.
It's been fun. Last time we went, I asked for jam like 7 different times. And
Yeah,
brunch.
that
Do
was
you remember
like
that? That was so
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good brunch crew going on.
Still
Yeah,
brunching.
we kind of halted. Well,
Well,
brunch is still.
Brunch Bunch is still alive. Comics
just-
Brunch we stopped because
Comics
the
Brunch.
comics are the
Not-
newer ones are not as fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've just added the.
And they're
fun
all like,
comics
"How are we
to
going to
Brunch
split
Bunch."
this bill?" And we're like, "What? You pay for what you got? What do you mean?" Golden Bear Brunch was always solid.
Yeah.
When we would always go there, and they had those loaded Corona, or no, not the loaded Corona. They had the like
It's
Miller
a
High
Corona with
Life.
potato skins in it.
Yeah,
Oh, the
it's a
micheladas.
twice baked Corona.
Yeah.
That is strange.
loaded Corona with bacon.
I feel like we don't have a go-to brunch
Comic.
place anymore, do we? We
I
go to
think
Red
Red
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
Red Rabbit's pretty good. When we were in Roseville, we had that one place. That we
Oh,
go
yeah.
to a lot.
No
by
Fox
the
and
mall.
Goose.
Eureka?
Fox and Goose is
Yeah,
always
Fox
Eureka.
and Goose is like a weird British brunch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where
and
they're
also,
like,
there's a lot
you
of
get
food
beans
poisoning.
and an egg.
Yeah, people get sick there a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of food poisoning issues. So I'm like, I don't know.
I
who's
only fuck
cooking.
with carbs and bacon from Fox
Yeah.
and Goose.
That
That's
olive
it.
berry
Yeah,
scone
yeah,
with
yeah.
all that whip stuff. Check that out.
Nope.
I don't know. What's that ladder? Hook's ladder.
Hook and Ladder.
Hook
We
and
don't go there.
ladder.
Last
They have
time
a
we went there, they had-
solid brunch.
Yeah, but they had like really dirty silverware.
they did,
Did.
and they didn't have the brunch bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those are the things we
And
like.
that's
what
why we
wanted.
came there.
That's why we were there.
And I asked the lady, I'm like, "We're gonna get 2 brunch bombs for the table," and she was like, "Oh, we don't do those." And I was like, "Well, fuck this place all the way off."
Yeah, and there's a place that changed over to bacon gravy. We're like, we're done with you too.
Oh, bacon
Dad's Kitchen.
gravy?
I have not found good sausage gravy in Sacramento
Yeah,
since we've lived here.
I feel like
Wiener
we have to go to-
schnitzel. Check it out. It's
Really?
actually an honest. It's actually I'm being honest.
Really?
If
I
you
can't
want like
tell.
something that's gonna make you a little sick but does taste like bacon gravy,
we need
biscuit
sausage gravy. We're not taking that bacon gravy.
No, it's sausage gravy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It was a big thing at Christmas last night. Was everyone was talking about it?
Was the
Really?
gravy from Wiener Schnitzel?
The sausage biscuits from gravy.
What
Oh,
kind of wild ass
shit.
conversations y'all have at your
Listen,
Christmas
guys,
gathering?
Look, when you bring up bacon
roll
all,
gravy,
kinda-
they're
you're
all
gonna have some
14
battles.
saisons in.
Yeah.
No, we had a Modelo tap
yeah.
last night.
Oh, really?
nice.
Dang.
fun.
I would say my sister probably makes the best sausage gravy in Sacramento.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna
the
put that
household
out there.
gravies are different.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, a lot
But
of
all
people
the
can
other
make a
ones
good
are
household
trash.
gravy, but I want to know like who has good sausage gravy.
in a restaurant.
Yeah, and nobody does.
Yeah. Like when
Shady
we were-
Lady? Didn't you get that when we went
Yeah,
there
it's fine.
once?
It's
I
fine.
don't
They
even
don't split
remember.
their biscuits.
And the fact that I don't remember, I think, is the
They don't
problem.
smoke them.
they don't split their biscuits. They're like, here's a full biscuit with gravy on top. I'm like, split it in half, you monster.
You fucking animal, yeah.
Because like when we went to Hawaii, my most popular post was like
First of all, it's Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yes. Okay. So when I first went to Hawaii, in Kauai, I got.
I don't know. We went to
biscuits
some
and
place.
gravy.
I ordered biscuits and gravy.
They didn't split it. They didn't split the biscuit. I posted about it, and it was like the most commented thing about all our trip. All the pictures I posted, the thing that got the most conversation was like biscuits and
I
gravy.
posted one photo, and it was because I found a Long's drugstore.
Ben
We
and
bought
Becky.
flip-flops.
Ben and Becky were so annoying when they came back from Hawaii because I kept calling it the island.
The island. Yes, when we went to the
And
island.
You know
then-
what? If
and
you don't want to
Becky-
have the Mahalo spirit, that's not my problem.
And Becky would go,
Bruh.
aloha means hello and goodbye. And, I'm
And
like,
mahalo
Jesus.
means good day, and also go fuck yourself. That's what I got from the airports. It had so much. I'm like, I feel like hey, please keep your stuff to yourself. Mahalo. I'm like, I feel like they're just really like.
Have you been to
go.
Hawaii, Steve?
No, never
I
been.
never have either.
I won't go back because it's actually like really.
I feel
terrible,
bad for the
but-
locals.
Yeah.
That's why I've never gone.
Remy Louise. Hi, my love. Do you want down?
You should like move her so she's facing us and she feels like she's.
I think put her in the corner.
Put her,
I think put her in the basement,
baby
right,
in the
Steve?
corner.
Can you just like be nicer to my kid?
So we switched over to Urban Roots Perpetual Journey Saison. This is kind of their take on a Saison DuPont, so I wanted to kind of bring that in next. Yeah,
Urban Roots
I like
is
Urban
right
good.
here in
Roots.
Sacramento. We're going to be drinking. This name's going to come up a lot on this podcast.
Urban Roots is just banging out saisons.
So Peter Hoey, their brewer, that's like his favorite style. Like when he opened, he had 3 Saisons on opening weekend.
I think they got good food too.
They
At
got
least they
good food.
did
Yeah.
5 years
Going
ago when
for
I went there.
this.
No, they still got good food. But yeah,
Alright.
we're going to have a
Tastes
lot of Urban Roots Saisons because they
Wait,
apparently.
do I even have that?
Yeah. I filled you
Yeah,
up
look,
second.
they're the
You were
same
empty.
color.
No.
Well, I mean, it's a take on the. But yeah, I filled
Alright,
you up.
whatever.
So I would say the smell, very saison. You could almost pick that off.
Yeah. Little weedy, little
Yeah.
bit like hay.
Okay, question. Why was the first one so fruity?
Because
and
they
the
added
next
they
one
added
had
cherry.
it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Added
okay.
That wasn't normal.
Yeah, and so
Okay.
it's also made in a fooder, which is like when you see those giant silver tanks in a brewery.
Yeah, yeah,
this is
yeah.
a giant wooden tank,
Oh,
so it's
okay,
also
okay,
pulling
okay.
out what's in the wood, which is going to give it a darker color as well. Plus the tart
Oh.
cherries. We're also going to be experiencing that. We're going to have a different colored saisons.
And I
throughout
feel like
this
the
as well.
alcohol
Okay.
that saisons have tastes almost like wine. You know what I mean? Like that
I think that's
kind of.
accurate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got like a wine tasting alcohol.
Hi.
Yeah,
Hi,
and we're going to
baby.
also have a one with grapes. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're going to have a Riesling grape one.
This
coming up.
one. Okay, we're not talking about our judgments yet, so never mind.
Oh, I think
No, you're supposed to give your
This
nose.
one I almost like better than Steve's favorite.
I would say
Well-
this one tastes like the one I just had, but with an aftertaste of a little bit of dishwater.
Dishwater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Did you call? No, did you say that with me or no?
I did.
When you said dish, she's like dishwater. I'm going to finish that word for you right now. Dishwasher.
Because we're old friends.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all were just
Yeah,
fucking up dishwater as kids, and that's why you get this
First of
aftertaste.
all,
I'm
Rebecca,
confused.
don't judge
Yeah.
us.
we, used
Like-
to-
I'm judgy.
we would be out front of Luna's drinking dishwater and
Yeah.
smoking
So,
darts.
for me, this is what you're tasting to me is like the classic farmhouse, kind of like really rustic hay barnyard type thing. A little bit of a touch of manure.
Yeah.
You know, like,
This definitely
Like-
tastes like something I drink at Chris
Yeah.
Teixeira's house.
yeah, it tastes like driving through Modesto.
Yeah,
you
I would say it's
Let's be
really.
gentle about how we talk about the 209. Okay.
I'm just saying that
Oh,
they
I
have.
forgot.
That's
Someone
Twisted
from
Joy.
Paradise over here. I forgot.
That's not
That's
Paradise,
not
wait.
the same,
Patterson.
right?
Patterson. Whoops.
Oh, you're from Pat? What the hell? I thought you're from Chico.
That's College Town.
Oh, you're from Patterson, which is they're most famous for having an In-N-Out. So that's great.
Hey, they have an
We're actually
Amazon
the
now.
apricot capital of the world, but
Becky, no one gives a fuck about apricots
You know
or
what?
figs.
Hold on, no, stop,
you're
stop.
gonna catch these hands by the end of this podcast if you
Stop,
don't
guys.
running
First
your
of all,
mouth.
Raise your hand if you've eaten an apricot in the last 7 years. You got an
hold on.
You got an apricot tree. They got an apricot tree in the back.
Eat a non-dried apricot. I'm like,
Look,
hand down.
If
Hand
y'all
down.
don't eat fruit, just say that.
I eat fruit.
Apricot's not in the top 10.
Oh, I love them.
I have
used to have a tree when I was a
apricot
kid.
colored Nikes.
That's a good
about
color.
it.
There is nothing. There is no fruit better to me than a sun-kissed apricot.
What the fuck
And I'm
did
just
you
here
just
like apricot. That's all I'm just
Apricot?
Well, that's
Apricot.
embarrassing. It's
Yeah.
apricot. I feel like this podcast is going to be full of a lot of conflict.
Well, I feel like that's the point of it.
Wait,
No
we haven't even
Say
started
song to
talking
bring
about.
out the drama.
We're all
We
very
haven't even
different.
started talking about figs and dates yet.
Yeah. Oh my god. Let's do it. Dates, can't do them. Figs love them so much.
I don't even know what a fig. I couldn't
got no
honestly tell
taste.
you what a fig tastes like.
I feel like I don't need enough honey to eat figs or dates.
I just
Yeah.
took 2
like they're like a-
spoonfuls.
I feel like
of honey
a
today.
fig is like, hey, you want a plum, but like even more flavorful
Yeah.
to the point that maybe it's too much.
yeah.
That's
Do you
what a
guys
fig
want
is.
charcuterie? I made charcuterie.
Oh yeah, we made charcuterie. We have this. We can do all these things.
We can do whatever.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Also, I need to go grab another beers at the rule that we're at.
Oh yeah.
We just plowed through these delicious ones.
Just look when you edit it. Just look for the flat line. Oh shit! Look at this charcuterie. Do you have dried fruit on there?
Oh, this motherfucker slipped in an apricot.
So is it sun-kissed?
There's sun-kissed peaches.
jeez.
First off, beautiful board.
Love it.
You know?
Stone. It almost goes with the table motif.
Did you guys get the charcuterie for this, or do you guys just keep cured meats and cheeses on hand?
But
I
like,
think
we
I came
have
here one
it.
night after a poker night, very drunk, and you were like, "Emma, have some meat and cheese."
Probably.
you did.
Oh, yeah.
I'll stuff
When I
people
was
full
just
of meat
wearing,
and
I
cheese.
was
It's
just
like,
wearing my backpack and my uniform.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Remember
you were very
that? I
drunk.
was so drunk.
You were so
Oh yeah, I do remember that night. Oh my god.
I'm
Yeah, we
like,
gave
I
you-
was just playing poker in Citrus Heights, and here I am.
Do you guys want some Kit Kats? What the fuck chocolate you
I
had?
looked like
You
a
had
drunk ass Dora the Explorer with my backpack and my boots.
She's like, swiper, no swiping. I want more apricots.
giant piece.
You guys are really just going for it.
just going for it. This is everybody loves eating into a microphone.
Some
Yeah.
guys pay a lot of money for this.
Well, I say we start a separate fund. I feel like there's so much ASMR.
Okay, wait.
All right, we
Is
haven't
this
got
the
it yet.
same
Is this
one?
the
You're
same
still,
one?
you're still drinking what you had. So.
Oh,
no.
am I?
No,
Is this the same one?
there's a different one.
Did
So
we pour it for everyone yet?
no, you're still on the previous.
Emma's drunk off of
Drink a
3
little bit
baby
quicker, friend.
cups. Emma's milk drunk.
Yeah, there's 2 people milk drunk in this room.
Emma's taking off her crew neck
I'm
sweatshirt.
lactose
Look
intolerant,
out.
So
And she has another crew neck sweatshirt underneath.
I'm wild.
She's like, 3 more of these. I take off 3 more of my sweatshirts.
All right, so what we're drinking now is a Tomorrow's Verse, also from Urban Roots.
Okay.
Now this is Peter Hoey's like. This is his. He's like, this is what I think a saison should taste like. It's not an imitation
Okay.
of saison de pont. This is what he feels should be a saison.
Okay, I'm very excited.
So we're doing
Cheers.
cheer. Oh, we didn't.
Sorry.
We've been very rude. the
I've
last
just
few
I've been
times.
hanging out with my niece for 3 days. She likes to cheers a lot.
This is very grassy.
Very good, though. I would
I
say.
like that.
A little sweeter than the Saison DuPont, but I would say otherwise on par.
A little bit more alcohol, not much.
Oh, really? What are we at? Like
7 versus 6.7.
Yeah.
So
You can taste it. Because the Saison alcohol just, is, to me, always tastes like wine alcohol, where there's like that.
we've been here before.
wait, what is this?
Tomorrow's
Urban
Verse
Roots.
From where?
Roots. Urban
From
Roots.
Urban Roots.
Yeah.
Why does it look like it has like Fruit Loops on the can?
I don't know.
I actually really like Fruit Loops.
This is really
They're
good.
just O's. Just a bunch of O's, like tomorrow.
Favorite
O's verse.
cereal.
No.
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
Really?
I also really like O's.
Oh, slap. And no one
They're
ever
so
wants
good.
to talk about
You
it.
know
Nobody-
what sucks?
Everyone's
they tear up
scared
your
to
mouth.
talk about it.
You know
Nothing
what
tears up
fucking
your mouth.
sucks
Captain
about
Crunch
O's?
will not fuck up your mouth
No,
as
no,
much
no,
as
no.
O's will.
O's will fuck up your mouth, but they sell them in smaller
They're
boxes.
so small.
Which
They're
is
like
so
grape
stupid.
nut size
It's
boxes.
so stupid. I'm like, could we sell this in the jumbo like Cheerios
Yeah, let me
size
talk
box?
to Mr. O, 'cause I don't know, I guess, why these are so expensive, but
You know what I don't drink like milk or anything. I haven't in like a while, but I switched to like oat milk
Oh,
to
the
drink
best
with
milk.
cereal. Changes the
Life-changing.
game.
Do you put it in your
Changes-
coffee?
Yeah. But I fucking love
converts over
O's
here.
or the O's and peanut butter Captain Crunch for me. Those are my
Oh.
two.
What about yours? What's yours?
O's are great. That's normally the one that I'll throw on the table, try and impress everybody, know what the fuck I'm talking about. But another one, I'll go small bag. Fruity Pebbles.
Oh,
Fruity
Wait.
Pebbles
Fruit
never
Pebbles
come
are
in a
so
big.
good.
Fruity Pebbles, the bag is the size of a Dr. Seuss book. You can load 50 of them up and no one has an idea.
But wait, have you fucked with like the generic bag cereals?
All of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Pirates Booty.
I've been broke before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the fake Golden Grams. I'm in.
The fake Count Chocula, delicious.
Yeah.
I was a
That
big
sounds so
bag
good.
kid. Who else here was a big bag kid?
I was a single kid.
Malto meal.
Yeah,
Malto
Malto
meal.
meal till the day I.
Mine is
my own
embarrassing. I
house.
don't even want to tell you what my favorite.
don't
What
Malto
is it?
cereal
What
no,
is
but hold
it?
on. Let me just soften this for you. I feel like I can take the blow, and
Okay.
then you'll feel a lot better. My favorite is corn checks.
Corn checks, like plain ass checks.
Plain ass checks. Corn though, because rice gets all soggy. Wheat's a bit too.
I could fuck with some plain ass kicks.
I like
We have
Kicks is not bad.
They're actually very bad. If you had them as an adult, we have some. You can have
Oh.
some. They are bad as an adult.
Kicks.
Yeah.
I think they're fine. I mean, as far as like cheap cereal goes, like multi-meal cereal, Frosted Mini Spooners.
Okay.
They're the little Frosted Mini Wheats.
Yeah.
Frosted Mini Wheats.
Frosted Mini Wheats are dope. I love Frosted Mini Wheats.
Quaker's
I love
oatmeal
them.
squares.
Oh,
We have some.
we have 2 boxes in the basement right now.
You just name it. We just like, this is the Emma Haney house. We got all the cereals. What do you want?
Here's my question on this. I don't get the top rind on a.
Nobody does. Nobody does.
I'm
I mean, it's
scooping
just
out the rind,
it's
right?
just to protect it. You can eat it. I
But
don't
can
eat
you
it.
like scrape it off before you serve it?
No,
Is that
'cause
what
then-
you
No,
do?
because
But
it keeps it.
it keeps
it
it-
preserves it.
But
So
it's
you have to
also-
have the rind.
'Cause
Some
I
people eat it. I
almost-
think that's
I
disgusting.
We're
almost
talking about a
don't-
rind from a Gruyere.
Brie.
Because I
Brie
want,
or-
I want some of it, but I don't want to like
Get the
gut
rind.
it.
You can take this rind off here. We're probably
Oh,
gonna get that deep
Becky,
into
If
it.
you don't
so-
like the whole thing, I'll eat the rest of it.
No, I'll eat
let's
it.
just cut this top off. Here.
No, just
Okay,
you,
okay,
you
okay.
scoop around it. That's why they. You know what?
Jeez,
I
you
can't be
idiot.
out here teaching people how to charcuterie.
I don't touch brie. I don't even find it to be a tasty cheese. So
No, but it adds a little wet to the meat.
get that meat wet. You know what we're talking about.
I was gonna.
Honestly, it's like mayonnaise.
I was gonna. No, it's nothing
no,
like
that's the
mayonnaise.
worst.
Don't say that.
That's the worst description.
I'll throw it away right now. I was gonna wrap it up in crescent rolls and bake it, but I didn't have time, so that's why we're having it like this.
Steven just misses his big hunk of boar's head.
Yeah. Well, my charcuterie board is just a log of sopressata, and then I eat it as one would a maple bar. a donut shop.
I wasn't even mad because you were letting me have some.
Yeah, I shared it. I'm not going to share my log.
No, it was very polite.
But we
It
were
was
both
we
just,
were in
like,
the back
taking
of New
fat-
Helvetia, and you're
fat
just like
hunks.
not
Like not
eating this out of
even
your
like
mouth,
it was
someone
always
just
it was
let
to
you
the
out of a
side of the
fucking
mouth.
cave.
To the side of the
But
mouth.
the thing about the gnawing the log of meat, you think it's bad, but once you get that log in your mouth, you're
it's
like,
so good.
It felt like you
As
guys
long
were
as no-
having a very communal moment.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, don't look at us. This is me
and
and
that's how
Steve's
COVID
time.
started.
yeah, that is.
We
No,
are.
COVID was happening
I was
during
eating a
that time,
Chinese
but we were just
sausage.
like,
No, it was right before.
I think it might have been before
Yeah,
COVID.
It was right
Was
before.
it?
It was right. It was December before. That's so we started it, and
we started it by
We
sharing
did not start
a
anything.
sharing
By
a log of meat.
boar's head. Don't
Yeah.
be an animal. It was
Yeah.
boar's head.
Yeah, like we're topping off some Oscar Myers over here, like a hobo on
Had
the
a
fucking
1 pound
alley.
hot dog.
My guy,
at
we were
Arco Arena.
smashing boar's head like the Illuminati.
That was $29.
That was so good.
So tomorrow's
We talk
verse,
about this
Urban
already?
Roots. We
Yeah.
talked a little bit.
That's a Fruit Loop one.
Yeah. Oh, that's what we got there. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a phenomenal saison, and I think
Very good. The back end is nice. It's a lot more crisp than the last one. Last one sat in your mouth like tap water. This one,
dishwater. I heard.
yeah, dishwater. I wanted to be ruder than I needed to be, but
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
it also
Like a
two
non-filtered
people-
Brita?
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
like not good. This one though, crisp,
This is
good,
good.
still fruity.
Yeah.
I would put it up there with the best saisons I've ever had.
Yeah.
in my
This is great. I love.
I haven't tasted it yet.
What?
Yeah, I've been fucking with the cheese.
When she drinks
how do we
hers,
feel
she's
about
like,
this
it's
with
got a lot of prosciutto in it, maybe a little bit of a
Brie husk.
brie, and maybe some sort of sun-kissed apricot.
So I'm looking at mine.
Peaches!
Mine's
Apricots are out of season.
Oh my god, ick. This is good though.
Yeah, this is really good. It also pairs really well with these
Oh, it is
cheeses. I had the dill cheese. I think it was phenomenal with that.
Oh yeah, this is Dill Asiago.
Yeah, super good with this
Look.
saison.
What?
This is the only cheese boards are the only way I can be bougie at this point in my life.
well, not
That's all I've
true.
got.
Not true. I have to think about
Yeah,
it.
you have to, one of us went out and
I
bought
was just
10
kinda being
saisons.
You
aggressive.
came here wanting to throw shade, Emma.
I did.
And for what?
I don't know, 'cause
I've
it's
done
been
nothing
so
but love
long.
and appreciate you.
I do need to say, sorry, I was like, I went and bought 10 saisons. That's not true. I bought 9 saisons. I want to give a shout out to Abel Gomez
Oh.
for the Amongst Friends, the first one we had.
Ooh.
And actually,
That one was good.
that's a lie because it turns out I already had that beer.
Oh.
From Leah Gibson.
Are we gonna
Friend of
bookend
the
it?
pod. Friend of the pod, Leah Gibson, actually gave it to me for my
I love
birthday.
Leah.
Emma loves Leah.
I love Leah.
Yeah, who doesn't?
I didn't mean it like
Easy.
that. I just meant
Easy.
that you guys were friends.
So we drank hers. It was first because it had been in the fridge for a while.
Yeah.
And the other one had not been in the fridge as of this morning. So I'm like, oh, Abel,
Okay.
yours is just sitting there for later. So it's actually aged like a year. That first one also. So it was like sitting there.
The
for a
first
Just
one
now
was
realizing
good.
I'm
It was
not
just
gonna be able to
fruity.
drive to Costco.
Do you want me to drive you to Costco?
No, Emma.
Because I need to get some shit.
I can't drive you there, but I can fly you there.
Ew.
I can drive 55.
Does this happen every time we
Yes.
do this?
Yes. Have you ever listened to
always
the
a little
episode?
dull. It's always a
I
little
can't
dull in the
listen to
beginning.
myself.
I
That's the
never
problem.
listen. I never listen to the. I'll listen to them in June, like after
Honestly-
we record it, and then I'm like, God, we start out so professional, like, oh, this is my year end review.
And at the end, we're
And
like,
this-
Johnny Taylor's a motherfucker. Let me tell you right
That's so accurate. Oh fuck! It did taste like dishwater. You were right.
The first one
Yeah.
or the other one?
The other one, not the first one.
I had dishwasher after days.
All right. So the next one is
We're gonna start banging through these.
spoiler alert. Urban Roots.
time
Saison.
That's 12.
I was
this
supposed
is-
to be gone by now. I can leave in 40 minutes.
So Carpe Venum. Anybody want to guess what Carpe Venum is?
I know what carpe.
I don't know, something with-
Live
wine. Give me more.
for the venom.
I mean the vine. Spoiler. This Riesling grapes on this
one's-
one. So you're gonna get a lot of that
That's
grape.
good. That's good. That's
Smells
good.
like-
That's plenty.
Ooh, this tastes
Champagne.
pretty good. It tastes like
Oh,
a champagne of beers.
cheers it up.
What Miller High Life is supposed to
Yeah.
be, this is what this is.
Rebecca.
What is that meat
So
you
this-
got there?
It's prosciutto.
There's a prosciutto.
You look like Jim Carrey
Have
from
some fucking-
the Cable
seriously?
Guy.
Embarrassing.
Do you remember that Jim Carrey and the Cable Guy when he's at
Yeah. Silence.
Oh, did
he's
we
like,
cheers?
Of the la- we were
silence
trying.
of the lambs.
Sorry, my bad. Okay.
Oh, I got some
We're
brie in
fucking
my
mess
beer.
over here. You guys, I'm glad
Oh.
that you're eating the charcuterie. I was scared no one would like it.
I would have
Who
eaten
do you
it.
think's
Yeah.
pulling up, dog?
This is absurdly good.
Ooh, really good.
I love this a lot.
Really? I am
Did you try it?
disgusted. No. It's very good, very crisp.
Yeah.
It's the one with the grapes.
Yeah. Riesling grapes. So a little white wine action.
It tastes to me like a better Cook's champagne.
Accurate.
I mean, you're gonna get that hint, I think. Just because
It does taste like a champagne.
Yeah, because there's an effervescence in there that is.
I
classic
didn't think it tasted like
champagne.
champagne at all.
Really?
Does
It
it-
tastes like Cooks to me a little bit.
Does it maybe
Brute.
Does
Tastes
it
like some
maybe
brute.
feel more? Does it actually?
But it's good.
Feel like a champagne. Be tasted
It doesn't
like a champagne.
feel like
It's
one.
got the bubble and
Yeah.
there's also the wine grapes.
Listen, I'm
It
buzzed.
tastes like a white wine,
Yeah.
like a Riesling or a
Yeah, well, it's
Pinot
Riesling
Grigio.
grapes, Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Pinot Grigio is an excellent way to describe it. Good job, Rebecca.
Yeah, I think this is my
Why am
favorite
I
so
so
far.
mad at you?
I don't know. You just stay bitter.
Y'all just talking shit. I'm like, this is the
know
best
what?
one I've had.
Go off, Becky. We're far enough in the beers in the podcast now.
I was so excited to have my dear friend in our home.
Me?
I'm sorry, that was a really bad reaction.
Oh, watch out.
Like, oh,
please,
my best friend.
please
in the
watch
building,
out.
and we
Thank
just
you.
laugh at you. That seems wrong.
It's got the very crispness of a Prosecco or like a cheap champagne.
A
It
brute.
does.
Like the dryness almost.
Well, I feel like the only
Take another sip.
yeah, I get what you're saying about a prosecco, just because it is like more lightly.
It's light and it's
Yeah.
got a crisp thing. It kind of ends, doesn't linger like the toe water one.
I feel like it has like a cleaner finish than
Yeah.
like a
Do you have
Right on.
slippers on?
shitty champagne.
That's tight.
Wait, what
Sorry,
kind
tell
of
me about the
shoes are
shoes.
Those are Bert Kreischer's
nice.
shoes.
Good for
There's
you.
shoe slips.
I wear his underwear. They're not like his brand. I just stole some of them.
I will have to say, when I started at my new station and slowly they found out that I did stand up, not even because I told them, because one of them had seen me at Punchline before. But then they were like, "Oh, do you
New
like?
one?
Have you
No,
ever
same
seen
one.
Bert Kreischer?" And I was like, "Oh, my friend opens for him," and they thought that was the coolest thing ever.
I'm here to be your
See,
So
when
guy.
I
thank
say
you.
shit like that, nobody ever believes me.
Well, I was like, he was my
niece
friend,
posted
but
some shit about
Still
Taylor
friends, dog?
Tomlinson.
no, I know.
Long
My niece
lost
posted something about loving Taylor Tomlinson, and I was like, "Oh, I've worked with her. She's really, really funny." And she was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's cool." And I was like,
Dude,
"Bitch,
that's like when I talked
can I
about.
just be your cool auntie?"
Someone was talking about what the fuck is his name. We opened for him that one day at the beer place, and it was a big thing.
Kyle?
Kyle
Oh,
Kinane.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They were like,
Kyle
"Have you ever seen Kyle Kinane?" I was like,
Someone
"One
said
time I
Kyle
went."
Kinane?
Yeah, and I was like, "One time I went before him." at a show.
Yeah. And then I talked to him after the show at length about
He's really
comedy.
sweet.
Dude,
Yeah.
I talked to him for
Fucking
like an
nicest guy.
hour after that show.
I felt so bad because I left that. I was so sick.
Were you?
Yeah, because I was
Oh, you were
pregnant, and I
pregnant,
was
yeah.
nauseous.
Yeah.
I couldn't drink. I was
I talked
miserable.
to him. I talked to him about Laughs Unlimited for like an hour because he was like, when I first like quit my full-time job to be like, I'm gonna do comedy. He was all, Laughs Unlimited was the first place where I worked a full weekend, and then I was like, why?
Hey,
Yeah,
He
I
was
love that
cool.
club. It's a great club, but you can hear some people have some
Oh, I love Laughs.
stories.
Laughs is the one club I
I've
think
seen a
where
lot of things there.
I'm gonna make the move
No, I'm banned.
from oh yeah. You're not banned. You just need to go pick up your check.
They took my picture down.
They did
they took your picture down?
because you didn't
They
go
also
get your
took
check.
down Khabibi
She still has
Dillon's,
that
which was
check
weird.
for you.
I don't know who that is.
No, I never.
You don't know who Khabibi is?
No.
Oh, okay.
They took
That
Khabibi
seems
down?
fucked up. That
the
seems
fuck
really
is
fucked
Khabibi?
up. Khabibi was like a big. She
She was a pretty funny chick. A
She
younger black
died.
chick. She would do pretty good. And then she died in a car crash or some shit.
on the way back from Dorsey's locker. She died.
And they took her picture down?
Yeah.
Well, her picture was up for a while in the front. She was the kind of light-skinned black lady with the big afro in the front. It was like Carlos and her.
Oh, okay.
Who they replaced it with.
That's weird. There's no more
They remodeled
crackers.
and
I
just
don't
never
know.
put it back up.
I don't think they put it
Yeah,
back
during
up.
COVID, they like respaced it, but they never put it back up.
I didn't know they took your picture down.
Yeah. it's
From
the
all
first
I
thing
heard,
noticed.
that you just need to go pick up your check and say I'm sorry.
Oh, see,
I would
that's
say I'm
weird.
sorry for sure, but when they took my picture down, I was like,
Yeah, that's
seems like
different.
it's kind of ended.
I feel like they would have put it back up.
As soon as you come get that check, they'll put it back up.
I will never get the check because what I did, I didn't deserve to be paid for.
Yeah.
And I feel bad to this day. But I also feel bad that they should have told me what was actually happening.
I just laughed because I think we were texting that day because I was going to go to that show, but you're like, I'm at a barbecue.
Yeah, it was bad, dude.
Yeah.
It was real bad.
It happens.
All right, what do we got next? This
All
me?
right. So
That's
this
it?
next one is going to be bonkers.
What number are we on?
6. This is our 6th one.
Oh,
Out of
shit.
how many?
10.
10.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So we're at Tilted
Steven,
Mash
stop looking at the
in
clock.
Elk
Gotta
Grove.
drive 8 hours.
This is a Tilted
You
Mash.
said 6 hours. Sorry,
You got to
Tilted
flip back.
Mash.
You have a show tonight?
Jesus.
Oh, my bad.
It's a.
Sorry, I was trying to catch up with our friends.
It's a barrel-aged saison with peaches.
That's enough.
Aged in whiskey and
Can I ask a question real quick?
yeah,
Were the peaches sun-kissed?
sun-kissed peaches.
I only eat
I'm going to get
fruit that
Becky
have
a
been-
shirt that says sun-kissed
Sun-kissed.
fruits.
you don't stop.
Just sun-kissed fruits.
I got mine?
Well, in this case, the peaches bring in
These
the heat.
apricots are sun-kissed.
And
Why am I being bullied in my
Charcuterie
own home? Have
boards.
you no respect?
Charcuterie board.
Who raised
This
y'all?
one's funky.
I leave the rind on my brie.
You're supposed to do that.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't
No one's
know.
out there shaving it like a crocodile
I was
Dundee
peeling
with
it like an apple.
Yeah.
And they're like, Emma, what's this goop in the middle of the charcuterie board? I'm like, that's brie.
So for me, this one lands in the spectrum of the first one, where it seems almost more cidery.
well, this one added a whole lot of things.
It just tastes aged.
It is.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Funky.
taste like anything else to me. It just tastes
It's funky.
old. It tastes old.
Oh, fuck.
It's funky.
We're only gonna
Fury,
get
remember when
funkier
you
from
said
here.
that you were the spit bucket?
This is the
Oh yeah, I'm done with that. All right, drop it in there.
We're on a
Spit bucket, spit bucket.
No,
You know,
I'm not
I
a
can
Dad
just
always
take
told
that
me
to
not
the
to.
sink.
I'm not a bitch.
It's
I'll
actually
finish
okay.
it.
We have a sink.
This
We have multiple sinks. I can just take it and just walk it to a
It's
sink.
no. Listen, I'm going to finish it.
There's a flavor there. It's like Chinese supermarket. You ever walk into a Chinese
Yes,
supermarket?
I know exactly what smell you're talking about. The one that hits you like
Yeah.
in the back of your sinuses, but
Right.
not in your throat. It's just supermarket smell.
Yeah, that's not a racist thing to do. That's part of my culture, dog. I grew up in Chinese
but it's
restaurants,
like
and Mexican
Mexican
supermarkets, and
supermarkets.
Chinese
I think it's like
supermarkets.
a mildew. Like it's almost like it's
Yes,
like a mildew,
yes,
but
yes,
not
yes,
like a not dirty.
So
I
it's
mean,
dishwater all
damp?
over again.
This,
Is it
this
damp?
worse than
it's
dishwater.
damp. It's a
I
damp
think it's like a
washcloth
It's yeah.
Okay.
that wipes something up.
Yeah, like when you wear that shirt that was that was in the dryer.
Oh,
was in the dryer long enough. You're like, hey, is this tilted mash?
Ben's like,
brewing
well,
company?"
this Tilted Mash sponsored us tonight.
Every fourth Thursday, 7:30 p.m.
Oh, that's your show?
Free show.
Well, listen, you can't get everything right.
Well, I mean, yeah. To be fair, it's hard to.
And Saison feels like it's a thing where.
I don't think rum and whiskey are the way to go with a saison. Also,
Oh, they put rum in it.
yeah. I'm like, you want some coconut and also like a harsh alcohol. I'm like, no.
You know, I just recently learned that I liked rum.
Oh boy.
I didn't know that I liked rum because the only rum that I had ever had,
the bad ones.
You know how everybody has ever everybody I feel like in high school had a bad night with like Captain Morgan. Yeah. Did this happen with you guys in SEMO? Did this happen to
So I have to tell a Captain Morgan story after you're done with
Okay.
whatever this
well,
anecdote is.
I'm not going to tell the story of the night because it's really embarrassing. But like that, so that was my booze. Like
Yeah.
everybody has a story about
Yeah,
one
yeah,
drink,
yeah.
something they can't drink anymore. And then I
This is it.
I was at Snug with Alfonso one night, and I was like tasting rum that they have there,
Yeah.
like really good rum, not spiced rum.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is very good.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it could be delicious. I thought that it could just taste like
So here's my
nutmeg coming
yes.
through my nostrils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're through your nostrils. Key note.
Nutmeg back up is not good.
The only time I've ever gotten alcohol poisoning severe when I was 18, and the first thing that I drank was a full fifth of Captain Morgan's Tattoo rum. And ever since then, I have not been able to drink rum since then.
Yeah.
I did a rum.
I've tried
No, I
other
did a
ones.
rum Jello shot the other night at my uncle's house.
Was
for
it okay?
Christmas Eve, and it was good. But I've
Oh,
taken.
you're spilling. You should get a towel.
Can I get a?
You got all these napkins. But I will. So I haven't had rum since I was 18 years old, and I'm
Okay.
35.
So I've had.
It's been a minute.
I've had like
I have to
Kraken
pee.
a couple times. I can't do
Kraken's-
anything spiced.
Yeah.
Yeah, spiced
Regular
rum's
rum is okay.
Kraken's not great.
Do you like spiced rum?
So for me, rum, there's not enough alcohol, and I think it's close to what wine is.
I don't know. I don't know the science.
So I just, if I'm gonna go harder than. It's just sugar, and I'm not a big rum guy.
Yeah, it's,
right, what do we
it's
got
too
here?
sweet. All right, so this is funny.
But it's
You may,
made
I
from
really don't like
sugarcane.
that last one.
you may have heard me say, "Oh shit," and it's my fault because I anticipated this would happen. So we're drinking a Peripatea, again from Urban Roots. This is a saison with blackberries,
I like this one.
finished with Brettanomyces. Anybody know what Brettanomyces is?
No.
No,
All right, so they're
human cum.
No, it's a wild yeast. It's a wild yeast that you kind of can't
A
control.
wild yeast?
Yeast that
Oh, I
helps
thought you
it, like,
said
ferment.
beast.
I like to call it too.
Usually used early in the fermentation process to help speed up fermentation to eat up all the sugars to turn it into alcohol. But this is finished with it, which means it's in the bottle, which means it's still fermenting while we're drinking, like while you're
So it should be
aging
less sweet than maybe than if it eats up.
It's
Yeah,
a-
it
I mean,
might-
you can taste the
but it-
blackberries for
but it
sure.
also-
It is, and it's good.
When you do that in the bottle, you
Yeah.
risk it popping and like
There's-
spilling all over like it did. It like because it's like a secondary fermentation that happens in the bottle.
I feel like this to me tastes like a good like fruited saison where it tastes like what the first one should have tasted.
Should have
Yes.
tasted
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
This gets both the worlds of fruit, yet you still get the funkiness of a saison. This is, I don't think it can be in the same category as a saison or the other one we get it after, but I would go 9 out of 10 as a drink.
This one
Yeah.
is my
This is
probably
good.
my number 2.
Yeah, as a beverage, it's delicious.
The third one we tasted, I think, is my number 1.
Third one or fourth?
That's a
the third
saison duplicate.
The
I
one from
liked-
Urban Roots.
Yeah,
was it?
that was like a
that one.
saison
That
or
one's
a
my number
DuPont-
1.
A DuPont clone.
But I'm also getting drunk.
This is
Listen,
good
we're all
because
buzzed.
the fruit isn't the only thing there.
Right, yeah.
But it's there the whole time.
But the
Yeah.
saison's also there. You got
Yeah.
the saison flavor, but then there's also this blackberry hiding
Yeah,
in
underneath.
and there's a little bit of a foot funk, a little cheese funk
Yeah.
that would go with this
I don't
stuff
like
really
how
well.
you put foot funk in there.
Unfortunately, that's kind of how cheese funk works.
That's
is
true.
Foot funk.
Accurate.
This is
So,
a fun, saisons are funky.
Yeah.
How do we feel about blue cheese at this table?
I'm
I
good off of it.
like
Too powerful.
I
can't
like
do it.
crumbles.
Okay.
in
Yeah,
a
I like
burger.
crumbles.
I get it now.
And on a fry.
Yeah.
But they got to be
Like the
crumbles. I'm
straight up
talking
s-
like cocaine shake,
Yeah.
Parmesan. I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
eat
yeah,
a
yeah.
chunk
No,
no,
that
no,
feels
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
French
yeah.
fry
on a
spit in my
pizza,
mouth.
I just recently had like bits
As a
of blue
sauce?
cheese on a pizza.
A blue
bits,
cheese
bits,
gorgonzola.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was
Oh,
gorgonzola with like pear and balsamic vinaigrette
yeah.
or something.
I
and
mean,
was
it's a
like,
great-
I get it now.
Like,
I have
yeah,
a
blue
taste for
cheese
this.
being balanced out by others, like more mild cheese, but you have both of them, so good.
Yeah.
I'm into, like, there's
I'm
certain
into a
things.
chunk of
Yeah.
blue cheese, but
You're into a
not
chunk?
not chunks, but you know what it
Yeah,
crumbles.
A crumble. You like a
Crumble.
crumble.
Yeah.
Spritz.
We love it.
I like
Yeah.
a spritz.
Yeah.
I like a
Like you
Yeah.
can melt
A
it
Salt
pretty
Bae?
easily.
You like
if
I
you
like a
wanted to.
salt bay.
Yeah, I don't want to go through something and I'm like, blue cheese. I want to be like kind of like.
Can you one more time?
Here's the.
And that's blue goddamn cheese. I want to be in perpetualia. This, and then you're having it. And kind of the blackberry
Berry.
is the blue cheese.
Yeah,
where it's
yeah,
like the item I'm eating is still coming through, and the blue cheese is coming out the bag. Like, hey, don't forget me, dog.
Hey,
It's not a one
people
note.
ball.
This isn't a one note saison.
the first time I went to LA, what was the bean place we went to where you met
You
your
went by
agent?
yourself. It was called it was for homeless people where they serve beans and loose
No,
pieces.
we went to some
Barney's
place that was
Beanery.
like beans.
Yeah, Barney's Beanery.
I don't know why that reminded me of where
Barney's
we went
Beanery
with
is a
beans.
sports bar down there, but like old school sports bar.
Got it.
If
Like, you
Steven
go on a
was talking
table
to his
and it's
agent
like-
the whole time, and I was sitting there like, beans.
I went.
Well, like you'll go there and it's like you're sitting between like Nick Swartzen, John Doerr, and all
Yeah.
these guys, and everyone's getting wasted.
The last time when I was in LA, I like went out by myself.
Did
because-
you?
Yeah.
I don't
And
think
because
I
well, I
have.
was taping that thing. I didn't know. I'm not friends with like anybody down there well enough to be like, hey, let's get together. So I was like, you were
also you
out
are.
with Bert.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll get
And
together.
so I was just kind of like, well, I'm gonna, and I had hit up Monterey Martinez.
Martinez?
Yeah, I had hit her
Friends
up
with Monterey?
yeah, cause well, we did SFCC
Monterey.
together.
I love Monterey.
And I had hit her up. She was supposed
Very
to be on a
good person.
show, but she had to. She was still
Certifiably
working.
Insane, but great person.
I think she's great. Her and I really.
She definitely believes that she is the medium between.
And I don't think she's wrong.
She's spooky enough to where you're like,
See, I really like us because I really bonded with her. Tavi and I both did, and
I
she's
love
great.
Monterey.
So I had hit
Good
her up
friend.
while I was out there, but she was working. But she was on a show that I just had bought tickets to, and I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna go check this out. Well, there was a
Drew Lynch? Seabird?
You?
No, it wasn't that. It was like in a parking lot. It was some show in a parking lot. And so I went to that, and there was a dive bar across the street. And let me tell you, I thought that LA was like this. Well, I'm still very scared of LA because it's everybody there is like a 10. It stresses me out. It makes me very insecure and uncomfortable. I went into this dive bar, and like you couldn't tell me I wasn't a fucking supermodel. And it was the best night. I was drinking by myself, just like, oh shit, is this what it's like to be a hot girl?
No, every time I've
I
gone
did
to
not
LA,
wanna
you
leave.
were there. I've only gone
Yeah.
3. No, one
You should come
time.
now. I'm even more popular. It's a lot
Really?
more fun.
Well, the last time, because I've gone 3 times. The last time I was with the 209 guys.
Yeah, that one you guys kind of stay in Long Beach most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time we were down there. No, we went to Ha-Ha's.
Ha-Ha's
we did-
the Laughs Unlimited.
yeah,
of
yeah,
LA.
yeah. Because we all did a set there.
It's definitely like just the vibe of it, where it's
Dude,
got an owner
so
right
this is what pissed me off about that trip to LA. So I did John Gamora's show, which all the LA comics were dicks to me until I went.
too. Me and John's.
But I did a set there. No one talked to me before my set. They were hella dicks, and then after my set, they were like, "Oh, where are you from? What you doing?
So
Oh,
I would
you
say
know
this
Stephen
to you. I would
Fewer."
stop you there. Let's say a weirdo comes to. You're at the T2 mic. Okay, it's
T2
you,
is not
Ruben
a thing
Mora,
anymore.
Recipe.
and then a guy comes and no one talks to him, and then he does well. And it's you. That's it. The thing about the LA is you can get a little fire underneath you. You go to a mic, you do good. Heat gets a little. Not only industry heat.
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
even
yeah.
mean,
I get you.
Yeah, you're gonna get booked on shows.
You get,
maybe.
and then you get a little
Local
more
heat,
heat,
little
little more
local
heat,
heat,
little more
yeah.
heat,
Yeah,
little
you
more
gotta
heat.
crank it up, and then like it's
I
burning.
mean,
It's burning.
I got-
We've
I
gone
got-
No one's gonna meet some motherfucker
From that
sitting in the
show, I
corner.
got a lot of local heat, and then I was like, I can't talk to you guys. I got to go to Ha-Ha's.
Oh,
And I
Ha-Ha's
took,
good.
I took
fuck with
the
Ha-Ha.
most. I took the most expensive Uber ride I've ever taken.
I fuck with Ha-Ha, but they are very
laughs.
unlimited.
Yeah,
I went to the Comedy Chateau.
yeah.
Oh,
I walked in.
in.
I've never been there ever in my life. And I went with Richard
Came out
Sarvate
a
and
feature.
Pratik and
Love
somebody
Richard.
else. And it was after the setup.
Pratik, the guy with the big beard?
Yeah.
Oh, what funny.
And but
Like
it was when I came and did the setup. I don't remember where you were, but
Yeah, I wasn't
not the last time I was there, but before. And so we went to the Comedy Chateau. Never been there before in my life. Some man works there. I don't know who the fuck he is. He came up and he was like, I know you. And I was like, I assure you, you do not know me. I promise you don't. And he was like, yeah, you were here. You were sitting here yesterday and you're here again today. And this is great. And I was like, sir, I don't know what black woman you think that I am. But is it that girl? Is it the girl behind you? And he turned around and he looked at her and it was absolutely her. I could tell by the look on his face that it was a girl that was sitting behind him. And he was like, looked and then looked at me like it was a parent trap
Yeah.
And he
situation.
just turns around. I've seen you before. You came here yesterday.
And he was like, no, it wasn't her. And then he just left. Like,
Yeah.
he just walked out, did not
Wasn't
acknowledge
her.
me anymore.
I hope you leave before I
I just
do.
like every time I go to LA, it's very fun. It's fun.
I mean, there's
It's
something
every
about,
time
like,
I've gone, it hasn't
people
been
Because you
fun.
got me.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
See, I've gone
Hey, I'm gonna say something 'cause I'm drunk enough now.
I've been going by
you look at
myself.
all the comics who came down there.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him.
Yeah.
You look at them.
Staring
the
at 'em.
guys that were my friends that took off. Saul
Yeah.
got him in the comedy store.
Well, and Sal's doing good now.
Sal was
Yeah.
very. So these people would have done okay in their own, but I do feel like I put Nos under them.
Well, yeah.
Saul, Torio,
Torio?
Zach. They're all in the comedy store now.
Cipollone,
So like
yeah.
when
Oh,
you
yeah, I
guys
saw that
come
Zach is
down,
working there now.
when you
Yeah.
guys come down, you know who I just got in? Well, not I got in. He's extremely. So it's like
He
it's
did the work, but you were there.
no. It's
You're
like
putting your nos in. I got you.
it's like when you get a homie a job and they're very good at their
Here's
job.
the thing.
There's
Here's
only
the
I
thing.
know what
for
you're
two
saying.
minutes.
Chris
Steve-
Riggins is going to be there at the
I
comedy
just
store.
saw that, yeah.
in 01. So it's like
Steven's like the what you think when you go into comedy when you make a friend and they make it and
Yeah,
they're
I'm
like
the
we're
only
gonna
one,
hook you up. He's like I'm gonna hook you up with shit and you're like for sure, but then he actually follows
Does,
through and
yeah.
does
That's
it.
the thing. No,
that's
that's
the
so true
thing.
because I feel like I've had so many people that have been like, oh yeah, when you're in LA, hit me
I'll
up.
hit
and
me up, and
consistently
no one does
the only
anything.
person
No
I
one
know
does
that I
anything.
can do that with
Is
is Furey.
Steven. Yeah.
You know what's funny?
And I don't do this for everybody.
Right.
If
Right.
you're in my inner circle of
a
older
yearly
SAC
podcast.
comedian, not older, but like my generation SAC comedian, my generation San Francisco, I've just always believed in if you get in the club, you
Get 'em
open
in.
the back door for your homies.
Totally.
If they can
as long
succeed.
as you know
Right.
that they're good
No,
enough
as long
to
as
do
you
it.
absolutely.
You're not
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
not opening the door for somebody. You're like, no, I
I'm
can't.
not putting my
do it.
name on a lot of people, but if I put my name on this person, will it help me?
Yeah.
Then why wouldn't I help this person?
Because the first time I went
Mark
down
Smalls
there,
got him signed by Liverpool.
yeah. Mark Smalls.
Mark
Oh,
Smalls.
so-
Mark Smalls is
so
a
good.
treasure. He's a
Funny.
treasure.
Friend of the
Oh
pod.
my God, what is this shit?
Oh, okay. So we need to talk about it. We need to talk about
Wait,
it.
I don't even have.
Oh
You don't have it
my God.
We only have
I
like
want
20
to
more
know the
minutes
results
with
of this
Steven,
one.
if
This
that.
one I feel like is the most.
I like
What
Oh,
are
I
we
thought
doing?
it was the same bottle as
This
before.
bitch tastes like paint thinner.
All right.
No, I
So
don't even want to taste it.
so
It's
this
not
one.
bad.
No, just
smells-
give it a whiff.
smells like pineapple.
Steven's a refined LA. You can't
This one's a weird one. All right. So
look at his face.
So this is the Pursuit of Light, again from Urban Roots. Most of the beers we're drinking. Thank you, Urban Roots, Peter Hoey.
It's a lot sweeter than most of the ones
So-
that we've
I would
had.
say
Well,
Urban Roots' food was great. There are
Does
a couple
it
of
taste
them.
pickly?
Yes,
This shit tastes like a
briny.
pickle
Vinegary.
bag.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very
Vinegary.
briny.
All
I
right.
don't like it.
What do you think? What do you think happened to this beer? What do you think happened?
I
to
would
this beer?
say someone
Someone
put
was
some
like-
Vlasic pickles
No,
inside
no.
of it.
I'm gonna say they went oops all vinegar.
All right.
That's what happened.
All right. How you guys on wine? Do you guys know your wines?
My wines.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know wine's
I
pretty
know
well, right?
wines.
It's like
All
what
right.
actually happened is a man died
So
in
if
this.
you-
I'm like
They
it
We're
feels like a
drinking chat.
setter's home blend. No.
So this is.
Asian Pruno.
I feel like this was doomed from the
Tastes
start.
like gasoline, bro.
This
so
was
bad.
doomed from the start. It's a port barrel aged
Pork?
saison. Port.
Oh.
Port.
I was like, yeah, I got some meat flavors in that thing.
Did you get that? Did you get rind backs?
I got hoof. Anyone else getting hoof? All right, you go for it.
Sorry, you go. You go, Ben.
No. So it's port, which is a super sweet wine, like super.
There's
like,
pineapple in it for sure. Anyways,
not.
keep going.
But it's just
Do you smell it? Did you smell it?
yeah. No, I'm picking up the grapefruit what you're saying, but like it's once you know it's port, you're like, oh, that's like a super sweet like super sweet wine that's like
Yeah.
almost a bit of dessert wine. It's a
Yeah.
bit too much. And I don't think it mixes with the idea of like the subtle, well, not subtle, but like because like it's pretty bold flavor. But like they're a different bold flavor. They clash pretty heavily.
I'm not finishing this one.
Yeah, it
That's
would be
fine.
like
Steven's the dump
literally.
truck.
No,
Are you
I don't
still-
want that.
No,
It's like nail polish remover.
yeah.
Here,
I'm not drinking anymore.
And,
Oh, you're
and
gonna.
so yeah, give it.
I'm
hand
gonna
it over
hang out here for a bit.
Just give it,
just so you
no,
know.
Emma, hand it over.
No,
Do you
no,
wanna go
no,
for a
no.
walk? later?
I've got more.
I don't think it's
Emma,
bad.
do you want to go for a walk later?
Yeah, let Emma do it.
Emma
Okay,
likes
fine.
brine.
If you want to
Emma likes brine.
Yeah, I mean there
Brines and Rhymes. The story of Emma.
That's
Yeah.
the name of my first
Perfect.
comedy album that I'm
That'd be your
going to
podcast,
record.
Brines
that
and Rhymes.
I'm recording
You
at the
throw it
Gnarly
away, I'll
Deli next year.
scoop it
It's
up.
called Emma Haney, Brines and Rhymes.
How's the Broadway one doing?
Broadway
Anyone
stab.
showing up?
Not looking great.
Well, I wish them the best. I love the idea of getting more comedy clubs into a place that already has a lot of comedy clubs. So. No, I didn't mean that
Do we
rudely.
have a lot
okay.
of comedy clubs though?
You have more comedy clubs than any city I've ever been.
Really?
Sat Comedy Spot, Laughs Unlimited when Tommy
Comedy
T's was
Spot's
here.
a lot of improv though. They don't, especially now the past couple years, they haven't been doing a lot of. Oh shit! Someone hit me up about doing a show.
Really, most.
But yeah,
improv.
but you're right. There's
a
a
lot.
fair amount. I mean, there's no
The
Tommy
thing
T's anymore.
here,
But yeah.
when people hit me up and they
Oh
go,
my God.
"How can you help
And
me?"
there's
out?
a decent amount of
So-
theaters.
So when people hit me up, how can you help me in Sacramento? I go, it's a club city.
Right.
It's clubs. The amount of people that have run shows outside, like a
feet.
show, was like Uli, the new Red House that Luke Soin and them got.
Oh, Corner House Comedy.
Corner
It
House.
sounds cool.
Other than that, since I started brewery shows,
Ben's got
Rice
the
got
best
the brewery
ones.
shows. Other than that, it's a club city. So like, the
Well,
peop-
there's Don't Tell. I feel like
Yeah,
that's the
Don't
only
Tell.
like
Tell's the big
independent
thing, yeah.
show that like. But that I guess that's everywhere.
But there's like, I can't be like, yeah, I know all the alt producers. Like in San Francisco, I can be like, yeah, I know these 10 people do it.
yeah.
So, but that's a good thing because the thing about when a Sacramento comedian, as we can see from the last multiple winners of Stand Up NBC coming from here, how most of the people
Facts.
who come from here and keep doing it do well, is that this city provides one, you learn how to do club comedy in front of the most diverse people in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the most diverse city in
very
Which is
America.
why. Which is why good comics here consistently do well everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Because guess what? We can go to Luna's and make fun of some short banged white bitch in the front. And then
First
you
of
can
all,
also go to
accurate.
you can go to Laughs, and then you're working with like straight Valley, California people.
Blue collar.
Blue
It's
collar.
a blue
It's
collar.
glorified
collar
bar
club.
crowd. Glorified
Yeah,
bar
but,
crowd.
but
It is,
it's
but yeah,
like
but it's
if
blue
you
collar
can
working class.
master these,
Then you can go
when
anywhere.
you go other places.
You're gonna be fine.
Like in LA, there'll be a lot of comedians that can do the
grid.
coffee place.
Yeah.
Can't do a club. There'll be guys who do the club, can't do the coffee place.
Yeah.
And then it's also it's like if you look around,
And then that's also excluding black rooms. Like when you are looking at it from the perspective of like, okay, so all of the places that we have, because we did not acknowledge Touch a Class, which I think is like
I
a
feel
very
like
integral part of like.
Touch a Class is one of the more successful, like,
It's the longest running
been
show in
running for-
Sacramento.
yeah,
and it's packed
they've
to
had
the gills.
stars have come back, but
Absolute
like
stars have come
Doughboy,
from
Yeah.
BT Kingsley.
Well, not only that, Kevin, what's his name?
Hart came
did
through
his
Heart of the
whole
City.
thing.
Kevin Hart
Yeah.
came through, did the Heart of the City. Yeah,
Yeah.
But okay, I'm not gonna
We
lie.
go up to-
None of us go to Touch Class.
I go to
First
Touch
of
a
all,
Class.
I went
on
to Touch a
occasion.
Class.
Really?
I do.
Listen,
I do go to
listen.
Touch a
I
Class.
just want
I
to point
went-
out I got to the finals of the
can't
comedy
sit here and
competition
act like
my
I'm not
first
a
year
whole
in
ass
comedy.
black woman in
Listen,
front of you,
listen.
Stephen Furey.
No, I would have said, "Are you a whole ass black comic?"
Yeah,
There's a difference. I believe
That
you're a
is a
black
difference.
woman. I'm
That's a
saying,
difference.
are you Regina Givens? No.
No, I'm not Regina
First of
Givens,
all,
but I'm still a
Regina
black
Givens-
woman in comedy, and I
Regina
think that
Givens
has to
needs
count for like
more.
my truth is still gonna consistently
Yeah.
hit in
So
a,
then
with a black crowd.
Okay, so then I would argue on that when I think of, I'm more thinking of demographics of comics
Where's more
rather
crackers?
than races.
I can get more
So like in LA, there's a lot of people who work so-called
Chocolate
black rooms. They might not be black or
sundaes.
something like that. But
Totally.
they don't travel to other rooms. Like
No,
to say
I
that,
understand
like,
what you're saying,
to
but
say
I'm
that
saying-
like Luna's doesn't go to Touch a Class, which you aren't, or whatever. I'm just more talking about pontificating about comedy.
Right.
A lot of the people who do Touch of Class
Don't go out
to the
to the
other
grid.
one.
No. I
Same
was
thing in
just-
LA,
grid.
and you personify.
But
that
hear
to
me out.
everything
But
else.
I'm just trying to shed light on the fact that if we're going to talk about all of the different types of audiences that
missed
exist
that.
in
You're right.
Sacramento, that we need
missed
to
that.
acknowledge the fact that Touch of Class is
And
still
I
one
did
of
think
those
we were going to
audiences.
get there, and then it didn't happen.
So I'm gonna say
Well, I missed it. I don't apologize. I just say I missed it.
Yeah, I don't think you need
Touch
to
a Class
apologize.
is
I
one
was
of
just
the more
drawing
like,
attention to
Touch a
that.
Class is one of the more slept on like comedy Sunday nights you could go do because it is banging every night
Every
or
time.
every
Every
Sunday.
Yeah, but there's a
Every
lot of
Sunday.
yeah.
stipulations.
I did that
It
room.
starts
I
at
did that
1:30 in the
room.
morning.
Yeah.
You're going to be next
Hey,
to a guy
they're
who's
better
a
about that.
literal
Listen,
pimp. Who's
listen.
a literal pimp.
I
Hey.
did that room 3 times. I bombed my dick off the first 2 times, killed it the 3rd time, never went back.
I did
Multiple
reverse.
times,
Never went back.
I did reverse. I actually made it to the finals of a comedy competition they did my
Yeah,
first year in
I
stand-up
remember that.
with Cheryl and Dejan and like a few other really great comics. And I was like, I have no business being on the stage at the finals.
This
I
crew's
knew
really
that for
good.
sure. I'm like, I don't have the time. I don't have the joke for this.
The last
But,
one was trash.
And then one time I did a joke that I was like, I'm going to work out this new joke.
I
I'm
drank
like,
the whole
oop,
thing.
oop,
I drank
nope,
yours
didn't
and
work.
mine.
Nope.
We don't have a lot of time left.
It was like
Steven,
peanut
just push it
allergies. Get him
back
out of the
15
school. And I'm like, oh no.
minutes.
I can leave.
So many
Yeah,
times.
it's up to an hour.
Leave it
so far.
one.
All right.
I was
Leave
going
it-
to try and leave at 1, but I have to leave here.
Okay, but anyways, but there was a point. There was
The
a point
what
about
I'm
comedy.
saying is,
Yes.
if you're a comedian in this city,
Yes.
as that can see from places like Stand Up for Diversity Comedy Competition, which is one of the biggest comedy competitions, pushing up people from smaller demographics
Cracker.
up, and voices aren't being heard. we fucking dominate. There's not even a we dominate. The only guy who wasn't from California was from Fresno, which, guess what? They want to pretend they're LA. You're Sacramento, dog. I don't want to tell you right now.
Oh, my
LA
God.
don't give a fuck about you. Renee Vaca, my guy. But that's the thing that this place does it for you, is that it trains you to when you go down. You know, when I went down there, I didn't know no one.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't know no one. I knew a woman named that when I went down there, everyone fucking hated. To a level I've never even seen.
Drunk. I know I'm drunk because fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone's
wait,
allowed to
wait,
hate
wait.
him.
I know you have your feelings.
Wait,
So
wait.
disrespectful.
Wait. I feel like I have to make mention because I'm an outside person looking in on the Becky and saga.
She is such a disrespectful hoe. She is so disrespectful. I do not understand why this woman has consistently been so rude to me.
At least 4 times when I was present.
Yes. Speak on it, Emma.
I would just say
She would
try
go,
dating her.
Who are you?
So besides that,
No, she would be like, "Who are you,
She would
Becky?
introduce
I've
herself to
never
me.
met you."
Never met before. So nice to meet you.
And Becky, every time, held it together.
Until the last time I was like,
You
we've
were a
done this
bitch
too
the
many
last
times.
time. You were the bitch the last
What's
time.
that bar across from Luna's? We should go over to Henry's. And she's like, who's Henry?
Simon's. It was
And
Simon's,
I
right?
pointed
We should go to
across the
Simon's.
street. I was
Yeah,
like, "It's
let's
not
go to
literally
Simon's.
across the street."
Let's go to Simon's.
I can't
Who's
talk shit
Simon?
about. It's always super nice to me. I
Oh.
think it's because you guys were dating, and that's why.
Yeah, no, she helped me out a lot. Well, she was there for me in the beginning, but just go. What I'm more saying is, when a Sacramento comic goes down
I
there,
feel you.
Thanks, Emma.
There's
a lot of people feel the same way.
Yeah, I
when
know.
we go down there, when I first down there, I started doing Mexican rooms, and it was like,
Yeah.
was that a difference than doing not a boxing donkey per se, but a random
Boxing donkey. That's a
bar
throwback.
show? No.
No. Because there was a room in Del Paso Heights that was not the
Oh,
color
Nutty
store.
Mondays.
No. There's another one. There's another one opened up
What?
temporarily. It was like 3 months, maybe 4
The
months.
Cheryl one where you got blacked out and passed out where you're supposed to hope?
No, that's in
Po'
Folsom.
Boys?
That's in Folsom. That's in Folsom. I know it.
Oh, you were here for
no.
that too with Ben
Yeah,
Rice.
yeah.
Motherfucker.
The one where I begged somebody to host and nobody would
He
do
was-
it.
Ben Rice in
Because
between every
no one
between
was
every
in the
comic.
audience, and you're blacked out, passing out.
In
fine.
between every
And they're like, "Will
comic,
you
he was like,
host this?"
"Who wants to host the
I'd
second
rather
half?"
die
Here's what
than
happened.
host this.
Here's what happened. I did 30 days sober. I did 30 days.
We know.
I'm gonna.
All right, how
I'm
many
gonna
more beers
recap
we
it.
got? 'Cause
I know
One
we gotta
more after
keep
this.
we gotta keep
one
it
more.
moving.
Let's do it.
All right, so this is the emergent.
Take this with you.
All right, so it turns out this
Go
is
get
actually
the
going to
beer,
fit the whole thing
Becky,
we're
so
doing.
he doesn't have to get up.
This is the emergent truth saisons. We're just going to tell the things that we didn't know before. Just a straight up saison.
Oh, that's why we were just speaking our truth.
Yeah, if you, again from Urban Roots. This is a straight up saison. Just a straight up.
I would
gonna
say
be funny.
very good.
This is really good.
No
I like
skunk.
it.
it.
They still got the earthiness. They still got the skunkiness, but it gets cut almost like a. Cause I feel like a great saison has that back end thing that a champagne does, but
Yeah.
it can. But a good champagne cuts it. You hit that funk, done. You can keep on with your life. This does that
Well,
one.
the yeast will change how your mouth reacts to it.
I
So,
really like this one.
yeah, this
Not
is
enough
great.
people fucked with this brie.
Wait, how are we gonna?
This
I've
brewery?
been
Oh, the brie.
because I don't
no,
want
brie
to cut
sucks.
past the husk.
Brie sucks.
I don't like the husk.
I hate brie straight up.
Becky, cut past the husk. Come on,
That's
Steven's
what I
gotta
offered
go, so
before.
we
You're
gotta
like,
be
no,
fast.
Yeah,
The
let's do the
round
other
is-
one.
Go
I
get
got
the other
one
one.
Okay.
Sorry.
Because we
We
still
got
have to.
very
We still have to
Because
rate
the
it
emergent
too.
truth is coming out.
We still have to rate it as well. Oh,
This
Steven,
right here, I would go a 7.
I miss you, Steven.
I don't know. This has been
I
fun.
miss Steven. I guess I'll deal with Becky for now.
Good consolation prize.
That's true.
You
If
know,
I had to
know
trade-
that's supposed
If
to be a
I had to
compliment, but it's still-
if I had to trade a white man for a black woman, I guess it would be.
good time.
We've had. Listen, can we be quiet? More fun times than me. No, that's not true. Me and Steven.
Or no, you already said it in the mic. It's going in the, it's going in the pod.
The one thing I will say with Steven,
Yeah.
and I said that earlier, it's the one guy who came from SAC who remembers where he came from and will
Right.
hook up the
It
people
helps,
that
yeah.
he can.
And by the way, Becky's like, I'm not
Which
going
is
to talk about our
wild.
normal like that. I'm like, he's here when he comes to Sacramento.
is
I've
true.
told you
When he
that
goes to Sacramento, he sees his
too.
family,
I've
he
told
sees
you
his
that
friends,
too.
and he
Friends and
sees
these
us.
comics.
And
Sack
he's-
Comics.
No, it's us. This is the group. I'm like, talk to him. And she's like, no, I don't know
that.
about that. I'm like,
Here's
you
the
do
thing.
know.
You can
about
text
that.
me, dog.
Hold on a second. But understand that. But like, I'm very much, I don't know, maybe I am just like, I never want to ask of somebody something that I wouldn't confidently be able to like uplift
Wow,
their
that's
reputation.
the one.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
is
but you're
the
not going
one.
to
You don't
fuck
need
up
to. You
anybody's
can't uplift my reputation, but you know what I do with you?
I don't mean uplift is the wrong word, but I think maintain. I never want to ask for something if I don't think
See,
that
that's
what
where
I
you're
have
missing.
is to like stand by.
So
I don't have enough to stand
When
behind
I
it.
help people, I don't think they're gonna uplift my
No,
reputation.
uplift is, but I just
No, no,
corrected
no, no,
myself.
no.
I said
You're cutting
uplift
me off.
isn't the
You're
right
cutting me
word.
off too early.
But
You're
you're
cutting me off.
I'm trying
Becky,
to correct
shut
the statement that I made.
But you don't need to correct it. You're not going to uplift it right now. What
Right.
I'm saying is,
I feel you.
I just dropped 35 rare candies in a Charmander, and then when the shit starts popping to a Charizard,
You're like, I knew her when.
you know what I mean? It's like,
But do you understand what
if
he
you-
means?
No,
that's
I
what I
do
mean.
understand.
I'm
I understand.
investing in my friends
I understand
that I
that.
think one day can pay me back in the sense of either you get famous and you say, Steve, can you clean my shoes? Or you get famous and say, that we're just friends. And then you do my shows and stuff. That's what
absolutely.
I'm doing. I'm taking people that I like, or you and I aren't on the same plane because
Of course.
we didn't come up to each other.
That's what I'm trying to
But
say.
you're in close enough to where I will vouch for you. If the Comedy Store was like, what's our next? I can't do that one.
Right.
But I could do, hey, Emily, Brooke of the Comedy Store, one of the best
Emma.
people in the world.
You introduced me to her.
She's
did.
fucking
Oh
awesome.
my God.
I could go.
Dude, the first time I ever went to LA, Steve introduced me to so many bookers and people from
Right.
the fucking
Because he knows
Comedy
you're funny.
Store.
I know you're
And then
not
he was
gonna
all,
make
Emma,
me
I
look
lost
bad.
100%.
a lot
100%.
of cocaine. We need to get more.
All I've ever tried to say, though, because I think
less
that this
cocaine
is
than I did
important,
last year.
is like what is very
Oh, I don't
important to
care. That
me
was
is to
fun
establish
night.
the fact that I am very aware. You and me do not have an independent friendship outside.
Yeah, you are my
of the
best
people.
friends when we're here.
Right. I am your friend's friend. So I don't feel
But
comfortable.
I was pretty close with Ben,
I understand that.
and
but,
you're a subsidiary of Ben.
totally. But I think
But she wants to be an independent
what
woman.
I'm hoping is that you can understand the idea of like, because we've never worked together. We have never we didn't come up together. We're not really of the same scene because ultimately like this isn't my home scene. It is your home scene.
Yeah.
So like because
It
there's
is your
so
home
many,
scene. No one gives a fuck about Chico. You've been here longer than Chico.
I understand that, but it's still not where I
Exactly.
came up. And I feel like that
Cutting your
those
teeth.
are the facts.
You guys, wait. Do we need
So
to
I
judge
just-
this beer?
No, we-
before-
all I'm
need to
trying
finish
to
this
establish
conversation
though
first.
is that it is important to me to
Wow,
Jesus
she's like
Christ.
avoiding Steve's glass. Like anything to not clink Steve's glass.
not avoiding it. I just try to be
So-
respectful. All I ever want to do is be respectful.
I
I
will say
wouldn't help
once-
nobody.
I will say
If they didn't
this
fuck
about
with me.
Steven, which I've already said 3,000 times. Only
This podcast
person.
cannot be released.
Although
It's coming
only,
out.
only person from Sacramento that's tried to help Sacramento
To help
comedians.
Sacramento. And I'm not
That's
even
it.
trying, but it's
Hey,
like
I'm
true.
trying. But anyway.
Ben's
And I
got a
can't
bunch
even-
of.
I can't
I tell
even
you
say
what, when I
that.
come home, who's the only person that's running shows all over the city?
Ben.
Ben
Rice.
Rice. So thank you for keeping the scene alive because a lot of the other shows.
I have no idea
God.
who's even running shows
But-
besides me.
Yeah, I don't know either.
at this
Only
point.
person to help Sacramento comics.
Yes, you do.
You really
Only
are.
person to help Northern California
California comics,
comics. Because try to
whatever.
find Kate. You know who ain't doing shit? Kate Willett. Shit, that bitch ain't. I fuck with Kate Willett, but she ain't helping nobody out.
She's a bitch.
I like Kate Willett.
She's so rude.
I like Kate Willett. She ain't helping nobody out. Who's propped up more NorCal comics than me? Not a single person. But do I do it because I want things in the end? A little bit. But what do I really? But do I
least it's
really do it?
transparent.
It's more of just
Where's my
saying.
writing job?
It's more of just
That's
saying
all I want.
a writing job, but it's more of just saying.
Not true. That's not all you want.
But
Keep
if
going,
I
I'm
can
listening.
help someone out, that's good, and they do well. The next time I say some shit, which is kind of happening in the Comedy Store now, they keep asking me who do I want next.
Me.
We should get next.
Yeah.
Then it just makes me look good, you know. When I say buy this wallet because it's a nice wallet, and you go for Christmas, you buy your husband that wallet, you think next time, hey, next year I'm gonna ask Steve Furey what he thinks.
Yeah.
I do that 6 years in a row. And if I can
I guess- okay. That
swindle
makes sense.
in my friends that I know, guess what, guys? The world's not as funny as we think it is.
No, it's
I
not.
think I'm one of the top 10 best comics working today, and I came from here. So then if I think you guys are just good from
I
here,
think most Sacramento comics, well, the one season that came in with us are probably the more
Yeah,
Blues
funnier.
Runs, Fire. You got Kyrie's crazy but
Kyrie,
fire.
Absolutely.
You know, there's a lot of guys who have extra peripheral stuff that don't.
But that's the thing. You haven't gotten any chicks from here yet.
Well, you don't do enough to.
Yeah, no, I
to-
don't know
I would have done
that.
everything for you.
Yeah.
And that's
It's
I told
coming-
you
we
that's
have
your
talked
fault.
about-
But it's
Yeah.
been.
We have had
we
whole
have
ass
talked
conversations
about.
You think I would have done this for Saul? You think I would have done this for
But-
Saul?
I've had so many talks with Emma Haney about how they are not working as hard as they
Wait,
could
wait,
be
wait,
to be
wait,
where
wait,
they
wait.
want to be.
Calm down,
Alright, I
calm
gotta
down.
leave.
Let me say. No,
Remember,
no, no,
remember how
no.
you said your job was
Let
more
me
important than your comedy this
say.
year?
Let me just say. Let me just
Bring it
say.
in.
As a divorced person and a person who's had
You
to make it
divorced a long time ago.
financially,
That's why you ruined our
that's true.
podcast. That would have been the
It's
biggest podcast in the world.
because it was so
It
funny.
really would've.
It really would have. But I had to
Oh,
fucking think
was
about
it
my
really?
money first,
That
and
shit,
I
if you
wasn't
wouldn't have
making
last
money
10
as a
years,
woman
would've been-
stand-up
would've
comic
been
in the
This is
beginning.
my number 3.
That's the whole thing.
All right. So the beer we've been drinking and arguing over, Urban Roots. This is
That
great.
was not what we were arguing over.
I know. Hold on. We
We're
have not
arguing
been
about
arguing.
how Emma
Look, I'm
sucks.
trying to segue into things.
I don't suck.
This,
So Emma sucks.
so we
don't
had the
suck.
emergent
I don't
truth,
suck.
Don't
which
talk about our
suck.
friend like that.
we had emergent truth,
I
was
know
kind
I
of like
don't
let
suck.
things come out that we need to discuss. This
This
one,
thing truths me.
this one, we're here all the time. This is Urban Roots. Cheers to many more barrel fermented saison.
And cheers to many more of this podcast.
That's what
and
I'm
And what Ben's doing and
Every
what all you do.
Christmas.
Cheers to all of our friends. Coming home every year is a very happy thing I do to be able to do this. I try to work it in every time. I mean, I'm leaving. Literally, I was supposed to leave
Yeah,
an hour
you
ago.
Get out of
so
here.
to do
I
that,
love that
An
the time
hour
keeps changing.
ago.
Like 11 to 2, 11 to 1, 10 to 2, 10 to 1.
no, I had
Okay,
11 to noon. But I just want to
11
say
to noon. We were never doing that, and
Let's
you
keep
know it.
going.
I'm very happy
Third
for
week of
everyone here.
March? We'll go in March.
I have
We're
to move
done.
my
I'll
week
take the
back.
time off.
Take your
move my
fucking
week
time.
back.
Do not back out of it.
Do not back out
Don't
of it.
point at
That's
me.
also-
You backed out a
Honestly,
few
don't
times.
back out of it.
We're all-
Please
Don't back
don't.
out of it.
That's true. That's
Becky,
accurate.
I've given the green pass. I told her she lives down there. She can be my number one fallout. I told her I can always help. I told her I was always can help a funny comic. I can
We had a
extremely
lot
help
in San
a
Francisco.
black female
It was very
comic
nice.
and change, do it whatever I can
You know
do.
what? Accurate.
So just do that. Thank you, Ben. I'm leaving it right now because I don't. I
You
gotta
gotta
You
go.
have to go.
We'll
I
judge
have
it.
to
We'll
leave.
judge
What are
it
your-
after
what are-
you're
What's your
gone.
number
I
one?
have a show at 10 o'clock tonight.
What's your number one?
I would go Saison and then that second Saison that you showed and then this one.
Okay, so you wanted the saison.
Well, the
DuPont.
second Saison was your favorite.
Is that the one you wanted?
Not the DuPont. No, I'm sorry. It was the DuPont and then the one like.
The Urban Roots one.
The
Fruit
Urban-
Loop one
tomorrow.
behind you.
Tomorrow's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
first?
Tomorrow.
Number 1, Saison DuPont. Number 2, tomorrow. Number 3, whatever we just had here.
Cheers to many more
Yeah.
episodes
The
of
rest of it,
Barley and
whatever.
me
Don't
every
take it
fucking
short,
year.
Fred.
Probably not, but you can
There's
have
no
the rest
more.
of mine
There's
before.
no more.
You can
You're
have the
just
rest of
gonna,
mine
you're
before
just
you
gonna
go.
I
drag.
want it.
Drop, dump it, dump it, dump
Here,
it,
bitch.
dump it, dump it, dump
All right.
it.
I
Dump
love
it.
you guys. I
Dump
will
it.
help you everything I can to do in life. And not even helping. I just like hanging out with you guys.
Where can we find you to follow your
forget
path,
this,
Stephen Fury?
At Scuba Steve Fury. Cheers.
Get the fuck out of my house. Get out of my house.
All right, is he gone?
He's gone.
Fuck Steve Fury, you guys. Biggest.
Pop back in. Won't you leave? That's rude. Won't you leave the room? You can't just pop back in to see
No,
what people are saying.
I don't
Of
like
course we're
that
gonna
because
be
I was
right
gonna be
back
like,
into-
"Fuck that guy." Ego? What?
This guy. This guy. Okay, hold on. We're gonna start over. We're gonna rank. I asked Steven what his favorite beer was. We're gonna do our top 10, and I think unfortunately we all agree that tilted mash barrel aged peach
It was not
Saison
the best.
was not good, and I feel like rum and whiskey don't really match the style. And I feel like we're giving a bad name to a brewery I love and adore. So we're gonna while we're doing the judgment, we're gonna drink an Ube Bay cheesecake blonde sour. Is that a thing that you're into?
I'm
Ube.
into whatever you are serving me, Becky. You son of a bitch. No person who's listening to the pod
So-
can see what you just did.
Ube Bay originates from the famous flavors of our Filipino heritage.
This sounds like you're a bully.
Ube, the purple sweet yam, is a staple ingredient used in many Filipino desserts. So, it's a dessert beer, which is great for the end of the night.
Oh my God, that's dark, man.
If we'd have had
End
that
of the night.
port, it would make more sense.
What is it? 1:45
That's as dark as night.
This is purple, just like any ube is. I'm an ube slut. Becky
has
will
a-
tell you.
He has ube cookies in the
All right,
freezer
that's
right
good.
now. A splash. That's good.
So-
That's enough.
That's okay. That's fine.
Allow me to step in, and I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you've been here. You're a veteran. of the pod.
We always talk about at the end of the pod what our goals for the next upcoming
the next
year
year's.
are.
Yeah.
So I think we need to talk about
But
that.
can you smell this beer real quick and just tell me it does not bring back your
Yeah.
childhood?
Wow, yeah.
Is that childhood in a glass?
It tastes like a fucking.
What about it smells like childhood?
For me, it tastes like it smells like what a purple otter pop would be.
Why
for
does my
me.
glass smell like salami? and
Because
Emma's
you've been
American
eating some
Spirits?
very
Let
weird.
me put some more in there. Let me put some more in there. You're not getting what we need. Because mine's just popping with like crunch berry.
Oh shit! Yeah. After I taste it,
yeah,
yes.
it's
Toast?
just crunch berry straight up.
Oh, it does.
Becky, you could have more than that. That's weird.
It's an
I
imperial
don't
sour.
like now that Stephen Furey is gone that I'm just being bullied by.
No, are you
both
being
ends.
bullied?
You said it was
This-
weird.
So I know. Listen, we have to clear this right now. You were a very good replacement for Stephen Furey.
I wasn't supposed to be a replacement. I was just supposed to be your new friend.
Oh yeah, that too. I love Becky so much, and Ben. Ben, I loved before.
Yeah, I introduced
we were
you
in the
guys.
clutch.
I just thought we were such good friends.
But she's saying I
And
want a
then
Steve
you
Fury
just
type.
deduced it to Stephen Furey's replacement. We have been through so much.
I know.
Hold on. She said you're not Stephen Fury's replacement. You got mad. She's like, I'll say you're Stephen Fury's replacement, and you're still mad. That's what happened.
Yeah, thank you, Ben.
Because to be fair, you're not. Because
You're not.
your friendship types are very different.
they're very different.
Because I knew Emma and Steve's
Ben
relationship.
knew everything,
And I knew Emma and yours. They're not the same. So I understand why she's like, I just want a
I
person to just
know that
have
we
a-
are not the same.
Like, I just want a person to smoke
Emma
a bowl
was the
with
one.
and be.
I just want someone who I can.
they
be
were the
like,
one that made the statement that I was the replacement. I simply was hurt by the statement. I don't care about everything else. You can try to fucking rationalize, explain away.
Let me explain away.
Yeah.
Me and Stephen Furey were just close buds
I know that.
who were starting the comedy together.
Because
well,
when-
he was 2 years behind me.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, but also
And he's
you
more
have to-
successful than I am now.
This is what's
than
so
I would
wild.
probably ever be in
If you're
stand-up.
really sitting here acting like I didn't have to listen the first year and a half of our friendship about your glory days with Stephen Furey.
Yeah.
The old halcyon days.
Oh my gosh, when Stephen Furey and I did this, and when we were when he was first starting out, and like everything that happened here and there, and all this
Because we were
stuff.
so close.
Totally.
I also don't think I've seen a comedian come out as hot as Steve Fury. Like, I don't think I've seen a person so ready to do comedy
Steve
as
Fury.
Steve Fury.
Can I
first
just
set.
say I watched Stephen Furey from what's
the
his
Y.
name? What's it? No. I'm thinking of the specific joke. Luther Jackson
Oh, yeah.
Jr.
Luther Jackson Jr.
If
I do
you
not
haven't
have a
seen,
knife.
I do not have a knife.
What I do have is a question for you.
If you haven't seen Stephen at his Luther Jackson Jr.,
Juniors
you do not deserve him now.
Yeah.
At all.
No, absolutely not. And that was his first joke. His first joke was Luther Jackson Jr. And you're like, are you kidding me? He's like,
That was the first one where he worked out where it's like, this is problematic.
yeah. And he's
know.
like,
Thank
I
you for
can't keep
holding the
saying this, but
cheese.
also.
Thank you for holding the cheese.
But this is for the foundation of Luther Jackson
Jackson
Jr.
Jr.
So it goes to the nearest Luther Jackson
Jackson
Jr. in
Jr.
your area.
I was not expecting you to be such a Brie fan.
So
I like it.
yeah, I mean, like,
love
look,
Brie.
when you look at like new comics, they don't have a joke that's like Luther Jackson Jr. That was his first joke. It was on the Y. I was there. That was his first time doing stand up, and it was such a well formed idea, and he just kept going.
I'm not gonna let you both sit here and turn the rest of this podcast into a Stephen Furey fucking recognition podcast like he wasn't here for an hour. He was here. Talk about this shit on your own time.
But
Let's rate the Saisons and get the fuck out.
But he took it over, so we couldn't mention this before.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to get into this stuff. I have so many things I wanted to talk about, and it's just hard to do because we only have so much time. We only have so much. There's four
Okay, but
people.
both of y'all are directing all this information to me, and I don't know that I need to be the person that receives
This is for the listeners. The listeners need to know that Steve Fury is great, and he's been great.
What
from
the
day
listeners
one.
don't know is that y'all are just making direct eye contact with me
me tell
as
you.
you talk about how great of a person he was. Like he wasn't just sitting at this table. This man is not dead. He is in LA.
I fucking love Stephen Furey.
He's
I
great.
love his success. He's the only person who I verbatim told that you deserve the success that you have now more than anyone else I have seen.
Good. That is what
He
Because
works
he
from
is.
day one. That's his goal.
Because he is. He does. He deserves it.
He moved to LA. He's like, I'm going to be the doorman at the
Yep.
comedy store within 3 years, and he fucking did it. Like he's stated his goals and he's accomplished them. And he's done what he has to do to make that possible.
And we're so blessed that we get to hang out with him every
no, I don't
Christmas.
feel like blessed is the right word. I feel like it's just cool to know that Steve Furey's around. That's why I feel. I'm like, he's a person I enjoy being
I love
around.
A
And it's
person.
cool that
He
he's
is a person.
he's a
very talented, very funny, cool
that I enjoy
person
being
to
around.
be around.
And that's like,
That
and
y'all
also
are
it turns
friends
out he's
with.
successful.
Yes.
And it
Yes,
also turns
I
out he's
respect
successful.
that. I value that.
And he also promised us the third week in March. So remember that too and value that as well. I love this end of year podcast because it's so all over the place.
Oh yeah. Also,
And we're always like starting, like I said, super professional in the beginning.
and then just falls apart.
and then it just falls apart and then it comes back together.
Right. So now
And then we judge everything at the end.
yeah.
So it's good.
Goals for 2023. What are we doing?
But do we cut out that I love Leah?
no. Why would you cut out that you love Leah?
I wouldn't cut that out.
No, that's staying in. That's why would that even be a question? It's like some people talk about how they shit their pants in a snowstorm.
Ouch.
And you're like, should we cut that we love a person?
The plastic.
Oh.
Are you gonna be okay?
Please, should we cut?
All right,
should we
let's
cut
bring
that
the bottles out. Ben, we'll
Okay,
take a
there's
pause
so
to bring
many
out the
bottles.
bottles.
Okay, my
All right.
number one.
No, what is it?
My number one is tomorrow.
Tomorrow's verse from Urban Roots. There's going to be a lot of Urban Roots in this top 10.
My
But
number
that's yours.
That's
yeah.
yours.
So are we going based on like all of our different ones?
Yeah.
or-
So how do you feel about this one? Where do you
This
rank?
one was my second from the top.
Yeah, I would put it second also. So we're fine with it putting in the first two, right? Obviously.
First two.
All right, Emma, what is your number one, I guess?
My number one was not that one, but the one before that.
It was this one, I think. Oh no.
No. That wasn't it. That was the first one we had.
Sorry. This one?
No, that
No,
was the
not
second one.
Stevens. That was Stevens. What was the one we had after that one? I'm gonna go with that one.
All right, so we're going to
That
go
was
with
my first. This
the
was my
Perpetual
second.
Journey Saison from Urban Roots.
Yeah, that was my first.
Is your number one. So I think that this is actually number three for me. Becky, where do you feel about this beer?
What number? Oh, the
Perpetual Journey from Urban Roots.
That's probably my number three.
Number three. So I feel like it's down here. Tomorrow's verse, I feel like, is my number two, like I said. I really do feel like Saison Dupont is the thing that is...
It was good, but it wasn't my number one.
It's
What
my
was
number two.
It's your number two? What is it about for you?
That was my number two.
Okay. So we've got a dispute between Tomorrow's verse and Dupont for number one.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to have anything past five.
Yeah.
The rest of them all really blur together for me.
Yeah.
So I can do my top
That's some-
five.
that's
and
fine.
then- okay.
That's fine.
The blackberry one
Here we
was
go.
my number three.
That was also my
like
number
for me,
three.
it was one,
The
two, three,
what
four.
is it called?
Perpetea.
Perpetea.
Yes.
This was also my number three.
That was my number three.
That one was
Okay.
really good.
Okay,
What
so
was
now
your
we're
number
now
three?
we're arguing with whether or not it's the number three over the Urban Roots take on Saison Dupont. And to me, I'm like, yeah, it's great to replicate, and I think it did a great job. But like for originality, the blackberry, the Brettanomyces, I think it really did create a very cool effect of
So what are we doing?
Saison that also adds a little bit of a blackberry kick and a little bit of funk
Okay.
that worked really well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would like to petition that the Cheers to More Years actually is a number three. This is the last one
That's
we had.
the one that tasted like champagne.
No. This is the last one we had.
Or the
That
second
was
to
my
last
number
one.
four.
The Cheers is my number four.
Cheers to
Me
number
too.
four, and that's how I feel about it as well. So let's keep sliding down. There we go. So it's
Yep.
number four.
Yep.
Are we okay with what we
I'm
have so
fine
far?
with that.
At this point, I'm just going to start shouting out names, and we'll just figure it out. So we have left over. We have the Carpe Venum, which is the Riesling grape.
I don't really
Saison?
like that one.
You didn't really like this one, Becky?
It was fine.
All right, Emma, how'd you feel about it?
I liked the champagne one before the last place one for
Okay,
me.
so we're pushing out the Saison Dupont duplicate in order to put in a
Wait,
a
is that
unique.
second? How did that get second now? I feel like Ben's just
I'm
doing
trying
whatever the
to.
fuck he wants.
You guys are
to be
changing your
honest.
stories because I'm
No, we're
literally
not.
checking this.
You are not judging them against what we have decided. One.
Two for me. The third. This one is my third.
Three. I didn't really.
You didn't like
I
that
think this
one?
one was my number.
That's my
That
number
one
one.
was my number
This
four.
was my number two.
You said that was your number two.
No, that one was my number three or
Look,
four.
your first mistake was trying to do this after we've been drinking for 2 hours.
Right. I mean, that's how it always works out. There's going to be a battle. We're going to change stories. We're going to change opinions.
Ube is my number five, which I don't actually think is true, but it's the only
Ube's
one
not
I
even
can
in the
remember.
competition. This is just a beer to drink while we make this decision. It's not even a Saison.
Look, Ben.
Ube Bay.
You get what you get, and you don't
Here's
miss
the
a
thing.
fit.
So Tilted Mashes, peach, we all hated a whole lot. And I just want to make sure that we represented
I want that
Tilted
one
Mash.
last fucking place.
No, we all agree it's last place.
Okay.
But this is last place. And here's the thing.
That was like the mildew towel.
But I
one.
wanted to make sure that we agreed that there's a Tilted Mash beer out there, and it's Ube Bay Cheesecake Imperial Blonde
That one
Sour.
was good.
It tastes like
This one, right?
yeah, like Captain Crunch,
Yeah.
Crunch Berries.
It's not bad. I would put that at my number 4.
But it's not part of the competition because it's not a Saison. I just wanted
Then why are we drinking it?
so it's,
why would
so
you
so that I could tell a brewery that I love and adore that they have a good
I like
beer
that
we're
beer.
putting their
Honestly, I would put
last.
this one as like my number 1.
It's not a Saison.
Then you shouldn't have had us drink it. This was your mistake.
because now I can't remember anything
Here's
we've
the
had.
thing: I love this beer so much, and I feel like you should drink it because it's so good.
Okay.
That's my point. And I just
Okay.
want to make sure I represented the people that I love and adore in a positive light. That's it.
I love Tilted Mash. Bring me back to
Yeah.
headline.
All right. Yeah, we'll do that. Emergent Truth, just a straight up Saison.
6.
6.
That was my
1,
6.
2, 3, 4, 6. Great.
Okay.
Among Friends.
That one was my last
It's
place
last
before the
before the thing, yeah.
mildew one.
But now we've got this one's
I really liked the Amongst Friends. I didn't like it as a Saison.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably my
Yes.
As a
favorite
sour.
beer.
Yes,
It
yes,
just
yes,
wasn't
yes.
As a
Saison.
sour, it's great, but as a Saison, it's very
Yes,
strange.
I would agree.
So
I would agree.
Do you mind if I just put this right here? Do you mind
I
if
wouldn't
slide
mind if
this
you put it
here?
right there,
Right there, right
I
there. Is that
guess.
okay? But what if we switch these two?
Yeah, I could
What if we
switch those.
these two?
I don't even know. Remember what
I
it tastes
remember.
like? No, you don't.
I
Pepperidge
remember.
Farm
Rebecca.
remembers.
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
What's this?
I mean,
What is this
Stephen
hanging out? Oh,
Stephen
this-
Fury's favorite
stuff.
Saison, that was number 4 or 5 for me. I'm gonna be real.
I do agree with him that it would make a dope ass shirt.
this one.
Yeah. Is the Mimicker.
going whatever, it would be this, and this.
But that's your opinion.
That's how it would be for me.
How do you feel, Rebecca?
Sure.
But I feel like it's like this.
Becky is vaping indoors. Yeah, you just switched what I just did, which is
Right.
fine.
But like
Because I liked this one. It wasn't
right,
bad.
it's not. So the top 5 is pretty much we're clear cut on the top 5. So the top 5: Tomorrow's Verse from Urban Roots,
What beer? What bar are we going
the
to? after this?
Peripatea,
Why?
Blackberry, and Brettanomyces Saison from Urban Roots.
I want to go
The
wake up
Saison
your
DuPont
baby.
from Saison DuPont, or Brasserie DuPont. And then the Barrel Fermented Saison from Urban Roots, the Cheers to Many More,
I'm gonna pee.
and the Perpetual Journey Saison. I think that's
Becky,
top
we
5.
can't talk about it while
And-
you're gone.
and I feel
Why
like
don't you just go to the
we can-
bathroom that's literally right there?
No, she has her own bathroom, so that's how the life works.
weird.
I think this is a clear cut top 5.
Okay,
It's
can
like
I
narrow.
can I real quick make a mix of what I think?
Yeah, mix it up.
I liked this before this. I liked.
Yep.
I liked. These are the same. Are these the same? These two are the same.
This is the port barrel age that we all hated.
I thought we all hated this.
We hated this too. These two
There
were
we
the
go.
ones that we hated. And then Amongst Friends was just like the stranger that was like, it's not really a Saison because of the tart
So
cherry.
I'm gonna say this is my pick for versions of
So
what are.
Tomorrow's Verse.
Yes, tomorrow's was my favorite. Actually, honestly, this one was probably my favorite. The blackberry,
The Blackberry with
one.
Brettanomyces.
That one was my favorite.
I mean, it's definitely got a lot more things going on because it's like bringing in so many different things. And I think that the Brettanomyces really plays well with the Saison
It
base.
was it was good.
But the only problem is that it burst all over my table. But that's just the nature of like an in-bottle fermentation of a wild
Yeah,
yeast.
yeah.
It's gonna happen. I was like, when I opened it and started spilling, I'm like, of course. I knew that was a risk because
Yeah,
it's Brettanomyces. It's fermenting in the bottle.
Yeah.
If they'd been like, we made this in the first part, I'd be like, yeah, it's gonna be fine.
I
But-
would say these 3 would be my top 3, not in the same order.
right, and that's the thing. Like, Saison DuPont is the.
That one was
Saison.
good. But what was the one we had after this?
We had the Saison DuPont. The
that
Perpetual
one.
Journey.
That one for me was before this one.
But you got to remember, this beer is the classic style, and this is a
I get
replication of it,
I get it.
where they get to learn the lessons
Okay.
of and try to make it better.
That
And so
doesn't
it's like-
change my viewing.
I know. I'm just telling you that that's the reality. Also, this is a little bit more alcohol. The Saison DuPont
Yeah.
is 6.7. The
Yeah.
Perpetual Journey 7%. But yeah, I mean, when your goal is to like recreate the standard and you nail it so hard,
Yeah.
and then you do a little bit of yourself. And
Yeah.
again, Urban Roots' brewer Peter Hoey. That's his style. He really wanted to show that like there's
Urban
things you can
Roots
do.
won this all the way.
Well, I mean, there's 7 out of the 10 bottles, so they were bound to
Yeah.
win. But like, yeah, I mean, to me, I think that the Cheers for More Years is like a top 3.
That one is good.
because it's so good.
So if I really like, if honestly no one else was enabling my thinking of what my top 3 were, I'm going to say Blackberry was my number 1.
Okay.
So which one is that? Urban Roots?
Yep.
Urban Roots. Second one, this one. What's
Perpetual
that?
Journey. It's Urban
Urban
Roots.
Roots. And then the third would be this one.
The Cheers for More Years. Urban Roots.
Yeah. So Urban
So
Roots has
again-
got my top votes for
Yeah,
everything.
I mean, if we had had the time to like just squeeze into Urban Roots, we would have done it. Like
Yeah,
we would have just had
yeah.
all the things. But yeah, I feel like Peter came in with the idea that I'm going to make beers that I like, and like when they opened, they had 3 saisons on tap, which is impossible. And one of the things that I think we missed in this entire episode is the rye saison, which nobody was making this time
What's
of year.
rice saison?
A saison with rye. So it's a bit
okay.
more like a spicy bitter,
Becky, come
which
back.
I think is like a really magical flavor
Are you
profile
gonna
for
light
these.
that candle?
Light the Advent candle one.
But yeah, so if I was
Now
gonna
the
say
journey
Blackberry
has-
one, this one was my number 1. I liked this one the best. Personally, just
So
me.
things have changed.
No.
No, we've already made the decisions.
This one has been my favorite.
Okay.
This one was my second
Perpetual
favorite.
Journey.
This one was my third.
Cheers for More Years. Rebecca.
And then after that, it was this, and then all the way back down.
what do you
I
want?
agree.
Yeah. So, like, really, we could do those.
But what is
But the
this?
this is the Ube Bay
I liked this
cheesecake
one.
blonde sour
From-
imperial from Tilted Mash.
Yeah.
I don't really like these cheesecake sours. I don't
Becky,
really like
come
these
back
over
here.
the top ones. But I feel like this is a really great version of that style. Anyway,
We
so
still have to talk about our summary of what the next year we
the next
want.
year,
Yes, we do. Come here.
Rebecca is very
Becky,
close
come
to getting past with some other clubs, which
No.
is very cool.
I don't give a fuck. Come here.
Can I just tell you what about my goals? Can tell
I
you?
care about your goals, but I
But
want
I
all
also
3 of
want
us to have
Becky
our
here.
goals. I want all 3 of us to have our goals in here.
Goals for next year, 2023. My friend Mikhail Chernyavsky and I have been like testing out some ideas of doing like a comedy label. I feel like we have a
Get
pretty
up.
good.
Stop.
I feel like we have a pretty good rapport. I think we have a good idea of what we want to do, and I think
Yeah.
it could be successful. So look out for a comedy record label from me and him. I'm also
Beyond that.
yeah, you're on our list of people we want to work with, and we want to
What
make
about
it.
me?
You're in our list, but we offered to help you with your
on the list.
hold on. So Becky had an
No,
idea
we're
for
not
a
doing
label.
this. Just do the thing.
No,
Anyway.
let's do this.
No, I don't want to
No.
get into this right now.
No.
We're wrapping it up.
Anyway, on the list is my point.
Which cracker
And
we
then
need
we
to
were like,
do?
"You're on the list," and she's like, "No, thank you," and that's enough, and that's fine because everybody wants to do their own path, and I don't want to force anyone onto a path they don't want to be on. So yeah, I think the comedy record label is a thing that I want to do in 2023. I'm also adding a few more shows.
You guys
hopefully.
know that Ube beer that Emma liked so much? They spilled it all over the kitchen table.
I
because
did.
it's so good. They're so excited to drink
Do you
it.
have any more of it? Good.
No.
'Cause
No, it's gone.
Just in the cup. I have some more in this cup.
But keep knocking over more cans.
First of all, hush. This is really good.
It is really good. I love it so much. So the label is a
would've the one
thing
that was-
that I'm very excited about, and then I'm also hoping to add some more shows, possibly in Rockland. Alameda is a thing, so I want to have like a nice little Alameda to Vacaville to Sacramento kind of pipeline,
Okay.
and kind of get like a more of a run where I can get people who I can't pay them a massive amount per night, but I can give them multiple nights
Yeah.
in like cities that are 40, 50 miles away from each other.
Yeah.
And so it's like you're dealing with entirely new crowds. I think that would be very cool. So I'm hoping to
That's
get that
cool.
going in 2023. Also, continue to be a great fucking dad and hopefully a decent partner.
I think you're always a decent partner, Ben Rice.
Thank you.
I think both of you are very good partners to each other.
Thank you.
Does that
Yeah.
matter? What I think?
It
with
does.
That,
No,
in that regard?
Yep.
Can I go over my goals or are we going for Becky first?
no, go ahead. Do yours.
Becky seems to not want to be part of this.
Everyone shut up.
I'm here.
Everyone be quiet. I'm
What are you?
I'm gonna record my hour at Gnarly Deli this year.
Dope.
Probably closer to September.
Okay.
Because I have to rewrite a few things. My other goal for professional FedEx wise, I'm going to be the backup to the senior manager when he is on vacation. That's like another thing I want. But honestly, I want to, now that I like have my shit set with FedEx, I want to be able to go to LA more.
Yeah.
and do that.
Yeah.
So that's my goal. I already have my 30 minutes, but I'm trying to write another 15 on top of that, which I have 45 minutes, but I want to write my next 15 on top of that. So I have an hour total.
My goal is to have a really solid, clean 30 to 45. I want to be passed to work at all the clubs that are in this area. I want to go to LA every other month and, go back to school and do well. I want to be in law school in the next 2 years. And that's it for me.
What are you doing for school this year?
I'm going to go back in the spring.
Okay.
I think it's so close. So I'm kind of like down to the
Minute,
wire.
yeah.
Rolling, but
Well, Ben, I love that we do this almost every year.
It's
Except
always a
for the last.
clusterfuck, and it's
Well,
so
this
fun.
year was not bad.
No, but it's always like kind of we're flying by the seat of our pants. I feel like I don't need to plan anything, and I like to see where it goes, and that's very fun
Yeah.
for me.
next year we need everybody to not show up early.
We
Yeah,
barely showed up early.
15
this
minutes
year.
Y'all don't
seems so
understand.
much. We're parents now. You can't.
The
just be
time is
so-
Can we have
time.
Leah do it next
and
year?
you saw my post saying that I was my bet was late, so you should have known that we were behind.
Yeah.
That's not fair to us.
I knew
behind.
that, and that's why
And
I texted you this morning.
yet
And
you
still
showed
came
up-
early.
and you still showed up early.
I'm sorry.
You fucking monster. I was taking
I'm
the trash.
35.
I was like,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
I'm gonna take this trash bag out, and then like as I'm walking, there's a doorbell ring. I'm like, fuck, they're gonna know I had trash, and like you can't. We have to hide all.
I
our
want to
faults.
say,
He was like, someone's in here.
I want to say,
Someone's in here.
I love you too. Thank you for continuing this every year. It's a joy. It's a joy to
It's
me
one of
every
my-
Christmas.
yeah, it's so
it's a
fun.
thing I
What
look
nice
forward to
things are you gonna say
doing.
to me?
Becky, you're a very strong, independent woman.
That's so
I love
basic.
you. You're a great mother, great friend, kind of.
Wow.
Listen, you haven't checked
Wow.
in on me since my breakup, and I
That is
feel offended.
100% not true.
Is it not? I don't remember.
It's not true.
It's been a blur.
Okay,
know.
well then,
I don't know.
Well, when you
I
get out
don't
of
know.
this blur, why don't you look at our fucking text message thread?
I have been the worst at responding to you these past few weeks, like slash
seems more
month,
accurate. Okay.
slash month, and I'll be better. But it's a lot of a change for me.
Yeah, we're in a season of change. Why are you looking at me like that?
But I care about you.
Yeah, I love you too.
I love you too. We need to make a trip for LA this year.
That'd be dope.
Yes.
Get
Because
outta
Steven
here.
will book both of us on the same shows. So,
and,
and we're
you'll-
different. So
and you'll
that's always
crush.
good.
Super crush.
Who? Just Becky?
Both of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's why I said you'll crush. Sorry, that is hard to tell.
Wow.
I don't even want these. There's beer all over them now.
There's not anymore.
No, they don't. I put it on the other thing.
Yeah, we're fine.
But I
Um,
appreciate this podcast every year. I look forward to it. Thank you. Your baby is adorable.
Thank you for
Cutest
doing
thing
it
I've ever
inside.
fucking thing. I like it. It just goes more smoother when we do it outside because I can smoke continuously.
Yeah, it is the one downside. Of
We
being
really
inside.
did this to secure your health.
It's,
And also, don't steal my red lighter when you leave.
I didn't, but you're gonna come smoke with me next.
Emma,
Yeah.
Emma, where can people find you?
People can find me mostly, I'm going to say Instagram, at Haney Comedy is where I'm most vital.
because Twitter's bullshit.
Twitter, I have at Emma is cool 69 is my
Yeah.
Twitter, but I
thought it was
never
just
use it.
Haney Comedy. It's
No.
not, that's Instagram.
That's
Yeah,
Instagram.
Yeah. Haney
Twitter
Comedy.
is Emma is cool 69, but I never use it.
Right.
So Instagram.
Y'all can find me, Becky Lynn, on Twitter and Instagram at that'sbecky.com. You can check out my
on your Instagram is .com?
Instagram, my podcast.
you can find me on Twitter and Instagram.
At
That's Becky.
my podcast with Tommy.
My handle is okay. So we're bitter over here. Emma is drunk. You can check out
Becky and the
extended.
Good here. One episode. Check
You
it
can
out.
check
It's so
out
good.
my stand-up. I have an extended clip on my website. That's that'sbecky.com. You can follow my posts and my story on Instagram. You can
Becky.
click my link tree and find out all my upcoming shows. If you like podcasts, you can listen to my podcast with Tavi called It's Crazier in My Business, where we listen to your listener submitted questions and we give you the burning advice that you need.
I put in a question and
Demand
no
and
one
crave.
answered it.
Okay, we'll submit it again.
Make it better.
This is so chaotic. I have to go. I'm so tired.
You can find me across social media at Barley and Me Pod. Also check my beer and basketball podcast, Please Dunk Responsibly, at Please Dunk Responsibly on Instagram, Please Dunk Pod on Twitter. Oops, still on there. at Comedian Midrice on Twitter as well. Oh yeah, comedy shows. So many comedy shows. The fourth Thursday till Bash, the fourth Friday at Fort Rock, the third Wednesday every other month at Crooked Lane. It's not confusing. Shows coming back in the spring. So many more shows. Barley Me Pod. That's the important thing. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You've done it. Thank you so much for supporting me and loving what we're doing. I hope in 2023 we'll be able to do more for you. Thanks so much for listening. Oh, sorry. I wanted to also thank all my guests, Becky, Lynn, Emma Haney, Stephen Furey. Thank you so much. And thanks so much for listening. Get home safe.